Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Vincenzo.
It's so nice that it's Friday.
It's Friday.
So nice.
It's the most Friday of all Fridays.
I think so. Good morning, everyone. So we are here. We're live. It's the Sarah Vinnie radio show, but Sarah's on vacation. And Mason from the midday show here on Alice has been in with us all week. How are you?
I am well. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
It physically hurts to get out of bed, but once I'm up, I'm up.
Did you have adventures yesterday?
Oh my God. Thank you so much for asking. I went to the Corgi Cafe.
Oh my God.
What does that mean?
Oh, well, I thought it meant that they had corgis. They don't have corgis. There's no corgis.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Apparently, there's one corgi and he lives upstairs. They're like, we had corgis at the opening, but I was like, well, that doesn't help me now, does it? You have no corgis at the moment. And so I took a Waymo to the Bunny Cafe. And then I got yelled at the Bunny Cafe. You have to have an appointment. Don't go in there with your shoes on. I was like, jeez. They were actually very nice. And they're like, the bunnies just get scared with people who look like you. And no, I'm just kidding.
It's almost like these animal cafes are a little impractical or perhaps even wrong.
Oh, yes. Bob thinks that the bunnies and the corgis are working, and this is slave labor.
Wait, so yesterday when we finished here, you set out to drink coffee with animals.
Uh-huh.
And failed.
I'm a woman of the world.
Okay. Failed on the corgi mission. Corgi.
Uh-huh.
And that's the little...
The ones with the fat, cute little butts.
Okay.
That kind of waddle.
The chunky ones.
And they go, look at my butt, and they throw it back.
But they're open selling coffee. They just don't have any corgis.
Yes, it's called the Corgi Cafe. And I guess it's named after the fact that the owner owns a corgi who lives upstairs. I'm like, well, can I go upstairs and pet him? They're like, no. And I go, oh, okay.
And so you said, well, I must see animals while I have coffee, so I'll...
Yes, that's right. So then I went to the Bunny Cafe.
Default to the bunny. Yes, and so they have bunnies jumping around?
Not quite like that. There's a door that you have to go through that is locked, and there's a time period, and you're supposed to make an appointment, and evidently they get very temperamental, and there's a whole lot of rules.
So you can't really have a cup of coffee, sit at a table, and have bunnies jumping around.
Which is probably good because bunnies poop where bunnies want to poop.
Well, that was just one of many issues I have with the whole concept of these animal cafes.
I think cat cafes are a little bit more like what I envisioned. Like the cats are just chilling at the register. I know there's a place where a bunny takes your receipts and like gives you takes your payment and actually does it for you.
I guess the lure of bunnies is like, because coffee's everywhere, right? So that's the hook is people who want to play with bunnies will come here.
Right.
And it was packed?
Not packed, but there was people in there. I would love to go to a raccoon cafe, ideally.
Oh, boy.
I love raccoons. They've got little tiny hands.
They are so cute.
They're so cute. They're trying to be domesticated. That and foxes. And I'm like, all right, come home with me. I got you.
I've heard this too, Vin.
Oh, they're so cute.
Raccoons?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yes.
They know how cute they are.
Oh.
And so they have There's no raccoon cafe yet. You're just hoping for one.
Hoping.
Okay.
I'm praying. I'm
Jesus Christ.
Every night. Dear God, make me a raccoon.
The cat cafe thing is probably the origin of all this.
I believe so.
And that makes sense because in a lot of parts of the world, there's just cats everywhere.
In Greece, Turkey, they're just wandering around, hanging out. You don't need to have a cat.
Cats. Just street cats.
Yes.
Street cats.
Huh. Well, I'm sorry that your adventure didn't end with you. Do you have selfies of you with bunnies, or that
I took a video. I wasn't allowed to because I didn't make an appointment, so I wasn't allowed to sit down and play with the bunnies. And I was like, fine.
Oh, it's good they're doing well enough to turn you away. You'd think they'd be like, please.
They were nice after I said, I'm here from the radio station and I would like to take some video to be able to talk about it. And then they were a little bit nicer. It's my own fault. She wanted to know how I heard about it and how I didn't know about the rules. And I was like, well, I just saw it like months ago on Instagram and I didn't write down the rules.
I live here and I don't know about it. So that's...
Well, look at that.
I would think they would have wanted you to post that on Mason on the mic.
Yes.
Is how you can
Please
find
follow
her
me
at every social media app that's known to man.
I post quality content.
Okay.
Did you post the video of me from yesterday ever?
I didn't yet.
I want to see it.
Okay.
The people need to see.
I will definitely post so that people can
What's
see
the video
your
of you
dance
doing?
moves. Her
Me
dance
dancing
moves.
to Taylor.
Oh, I was sitting right here. It was good.
It was good.
You were
She
good.
knew what she was doing.
Well, I was dancing before there was a camera, just
She
for the
did.
record.
That's why I whipped out the camera. She's ready for Star Search.
Anyway, so listen, we are going to do the show. It's live. We're on. This is happening live for you, and we're going to do this show and then run from this building. You head home. Bob is going on another adventure for a week that includes a stop in New York and partying,
Ooh.
Yep.
a stop in Florida
Yep.
and some partying, and then where else?
Then I'm going to the opening of Club Dark here in San Francisco. There's a new EDM,
Dark.
yeah, EDM venue / club that's opening. So I'm going to opening night of that next
You
Friday.
rave? Do you have like glow sticks and are you doing like the hand
She
motions?
does all that. Yes.
Are you wearing
And-
tutus?
And then I'm going to Tahoe for
That's
a day
what
trip.
I missed.
Dear
Okay.
God, woman, that's a lot.
Yeah, so I got a big week.
Speaking of, Tahoe got so much snow.
It
like
actually looks
feet.
unenjoyable. It's too much.
It's been a problem. It was a lot, way too much, way too fast. But this weekend's gonna be epic. So if you are headed up, you're gonna score. You've got to check the roads. They've been closed or chains are mandatory. So depending on when you're going and what you're driving, you'll want to check the roads. But oh, you're gonna score. Oh, I'm so jealous. Okay. That said, now we go to Mason with Celebrity Trash. What's up, Mace?
Well, this is caffeinated by San Francisco Bay Coffee, first and foremost. The Sarah Vinnie show is. And Stranger Things may be over, but Netflix is not emotionally ready to let go. They have a Broadway show that was filming this week, but they canceled performances to do it, if that makes sense. It's called The First Shadow, and they were filming it this week so they can release it on streaming. So to do that, they canceled actual live performances so cameras could take over the theater, which means fans who bought tickets couldn't see it because Netflix wanted exclusive footage. So streaming is now so powerful, it can shut down Broadway, which is pretty impressive.
Huh, yeah, I know they do pro shots of Broadway shows a lot, but I actually didn't think that I thought they did them during a normal show. But maybe not. But it probably makes sense because then you can like stop
Yeah.
and redo stuff
I'm
if you
actually
want.
glad that they do that because like I've never seen the Book of Mormon. I've never seen what with the Aaron Burr
Hamilton.
Never saw
there's
Hamilton.
a pro shot of that. you
Yeah,
can
I
watch.
need to watch those.
Yeah.
Because I hear they're great, and I couldn't get tickets at the time, and then I lost interest. So,
I was a theater kid growing up,
oh, I'm shocked.
and there was a really great recording of Rent that my friends and I used to watch over and over
I
and
saw
over again.
Rent.
At a
Rent was pretty
sleepover.
darn good.
Oh, it's so good.
500. Is that the one?
25,600 minutes.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
We're starting singing early. It was Mason. It wasn't me.
So the thing about Stranger Things, just real quick if I could, I enjoyed that show. I really thought it ended on the 4th season. And even though when it came back for the 5th, I watched it. Something about shows that do that have that like, it's over. No, it's still going. I didn't even watch or care about the very, very end. I watched like the battle through, but then towards the end, I was kind of like, all right, well, it's over.
Well, so many shows too have so much downtime. Like, do any of you watch Severance? It is my favorite show.
Yes.
And I thought, I mean, God, I waited forever for season 2. We finally got it. And what's his name? Mark, the Adam Scott. He was saying, oh, it's going to be a lot sooner this time. And it's going to be a lot. No, it's going to be like 2027, maybe 2028, which you lose interest. You lose that momentum. And I need to know what's going on at Lumen.
I agree about momentum. I believe in it 100%. But I would also say about that, the second season wasn't horrible.
It was very good.
I thought I was starting to think they don't know what they're going to do with this. They set up all these empty questions, and here we are sitting there hanging on it all. But they delivered.
I think they know exactly what they're doing. This is not a Lost
So why is
thing.
it taking so long then?
Well, I know initially, like, there was COVID, I think, why the initial
Sure.
season and writer strikes and stuff like that. Right now, I don't know what the issue is, but I will riot if it is anything like Lost. Lost had no game plan. They're like, all right, here's what we're going to do.
I didn't fall
and they
for
had
that one.
no idea what they were doing. And I
Nope.
think a lot of those shows do that. And you have to have a game plan from day one. And then here's my other gripe. Sorry, I get really
This is
riled
about
up.
Severance?
Well, just TV shows
Okay.
in general. You need to have a plan. You need to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And you
Agreed.
need to have a time frame for that. And you don't extend your time frame just because the show is doing well. I would like to submit into evidence.
Ted Lasso.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, but I would say first and foremost, Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, I couldn't watch that.
It should have ended a few seasons earlier, and they dragged it out.
Well, that's
Because things were going, yeah, it's
It's a
exactly right for
business.
money. I get it, but don't you want to go out on top?
that's
This-
how it even felt with
Don't you
Stranger
wanna be
Things.
on
After
top?
season 4, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that was an epic. So good. And then they come back.
They
with-
did slightly better at dragging it out, I will say.
Yeah, at the end, you've said this before about Stranger Things. At the end of season 4, you're still not sure who the main monster is, or there's still more story to be
I was
told.
satisfied. They could have said, we're done. Take a bow. And I would have gone, I loved it. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying it was so big.
Yeah.
And like the metal scene, and
Yeah.
Eddie was such a good addition character. Was that his name, Eddie?
Yes.
Like, I really enjoyed the way that season went, and then, okay, but we're not done.
This
All
is
right.
why I love miniseries. One season, a perfectly told story. It's like a movie, but you get to know the characters so much better. That is my bread and butter.
Well, the season finale of Tell Me Lies was this week, and it was
I'm proud
only
of them for
very
limiting themselves.
proud. And the ending, I won't spoil it, but it was very good.
What show is that?
Tell Me Lies on Hulu. If you've ever been in a toxic relationship, you will go, okay, I see you.
Really?
And then you'll be a little bit traumatized, but it's good. It's really, really good. If you want to be traumatized. But Netflix, that's not the only thing that they've been drawing out. They also confirmed a brand new animated spinoff called Stranger Things Tales from 85. And that's dropping April 23rd, 2026. And it takes place between seasons 2 and 3 and features the original characters, but with a completely new voice cast. So they're keeping the franchise alive, even though, the original
That was
show.
one of the things. I was there for the 80s. I was a little boy, but I was still there. That was kind of a star of the show. Like some of the little early season adventures those boys went on with their bikes.
Yeah.
And, and then they meet Elle, and all that stuff was so fun and so well done. And all the nostalgia was really good.
I wish I hadn't killed off Barb. I could go for more Barb.
But it motivated Nancy.
That's true.
Her death was necessary.
Nancy, by the way,
Sorry, Barb.
She every time I see her on the red carpet, she is just thinner and thinner and thinner.
Oh, really?
And I worry about her. As a side note. All right. Netflix also just canceled Terminator Zero after one season. Are you guys familiar with that?
Didn't see it.
Me neither.
Didn't even know about it.
Fans apparently loved it, and it was an animated series again. I can't get into the animated series, and I like animated once I'm in it, but I have a hard time I've never watched Frozen.
Oh, well, you don't have kids.
I don't.
You
And-
wouldn't be expected to.
And now
you know
for
what?
spite, I refuse to watch it.
Forever, I didn't have a kid till I was 45. So I don't even know when I had a kid. It doesn't matter. The point is, it was very late in life. I didn't watch any of the Pixar stuff until I had kids, and now I'm like a connoisseur of this is good for everybody involved, or this show Angelina Ballerina. It's unwatchable.
What is that? Is that a mouse?
Yes, it is. You don't want to know. And once you're a parent and you're sitting there with your kid and they're tucked up and right next to you and you got your arm around them and you've got some snacks and it can either go Pixar way, which is you could watch them
Layers.
3 times in a row. Like
There's
over
jokes that go
and
over their
over.
heads, right?
Yep.
That's what I like.
Like that, or these things where you just go, I can't. I got to get out of here. I'm going to leave you. You sit here and enjoy your show. I got to go. So there's a difference for sure, and I don't blame you for not seeing that stuff. But cars?
I watched that recently only because of you guys.
Oh, because Sarah's in it.
Yeah.
Did you spot him?
I didn't. But I often watch the TV with
Your
A
second
laptop
attention.
and other things going.
So I had
me
to
too.
rewind it, and I was like, I can't do this. It's you know what? I feel so proud of myself when I put my phone down. I'm like, look at you, paying attention to just one big screen. You're so grown up. I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, oh god,
That's a universal experience. I also
Why
feel
is
proud.
that?
Attention span fatigue or something. I don't know.
I know they tell you, and this is probably a reason why I have a hard time sleeping, but they're telling us to put away our phones an hour before we go to bed,
Yep.
that they keep you up. I can't do that. What if I got a text message that was urgent telling me how beautiful I am and would you like to go on a date with me? What would I do then?
What would you do then?
I guess I'd just reply in the morning. I used to get a lot of anxiety of not responding to people right away. I'm much better about it. Much better. But I would have my hands full of groceries and I'd get a text message and I'd feel the need to, I gotta reply. It would be so rude. And they don't know what I'm doing.
No.
They
That's
have
kind
no
of the
idea.
magic of the message is it waits there for you.
But then I've learned if I don't respond right away, and this goes for emails too, work related, which is an issue, that I forget.
When Apple finally made it so that you could mark your text messages as unread,
Didn't know I could do that.
that changed my life. And now I'm a much healthier texter. Because I used to just be on the phone all day.
So you relate to what she's talking about with the I have anxiety about text coming
Not
in
anxiety.
after I put my phone down or
Not anxiety, but the dopamine bursts feel good.
Oh, I learned that about myself. I learned a lot via Instagram, by the way. That's where I get most of my education. So take that with a grain of salt. But I learned so much more about my ADD and my learning process and about dating and the serotonin little hits that you get. Because I was like, why am I getting my feelings hurt so badly all the time with dating? And then I'd get over it very quickly. And I realized it was habits. I get used to a guy texting me at 7 p.m. every night. And if you don't text me at 7 p.m. after you've been doing that for 2 weeks, I go, who are you with? Who is she?
oh geez.
I don't say that to them. It was in my head. It's habits. And so even after something that you've been texting someone for 3 weeks constantly every single day, when that goes away, there's a little bit of a mourning period for that because you're missing the serotonin. And I go, oh, that makes a lot more sense. I wasn't really into you. I'm a drug addict and I was addicted to the high.
I get that though, that you start to really depend. That's how I think we see these relationships that almost exist do exist entirely in your phone.
Yeah.
Where you're basically pen pals, but you can keep up in real time. And I think that those relationships end up being as important as any other relationship someone might have, that good morning check-in or that. And that can build into a real love affair, though you're not in each other's space at all.
During COVID, when I was unemployed for a year and a half, more depressed than I've ever been in my entire life. I was crying all the time because I just had no hopes. There were no jobs to even apply to in radio. There's not a whole lot to begin with. And I started talking to a guy who had interviewed me. He lived in Atlanta and he helped me so much. He was my quote unquote boyfriend, which feels embarrassing to say now because we never ended up meeting.
And why did you break up?
Political differences.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
So
I thought I could handle it.
the conversations would keep circling back to red and blue, or
like he thought that teachers should have guns in the classroom, and I was
boy.
just like, I really can't do this.
Enough said.
I was like, you're so hot, and if you just keep your mouth shut, we could probably make it work. But
There's a great episode of Seinfeld about that.
Right.
Where Elaine is dating someone and then she's like, I would never be with someone who wasn't pro-choice. And then she finds this gorgeous man and she is heartbroken when she asks him the question.
Yes.
She's so funny.
Yeah, I really try to make it work because he was so good to me. Like he really helped me through that period of time. I was in a dark, dark spot and he really, really helped me. And we stayed good friends for a while after that. And then he fell off the face of the earth. I don't know what he's doing, but best of luck.
Sending good vibes.
Nothing but good vibes your way.
Happy
my
for
man.
you.
Nothing but good vibes, my man.
We're sorry that happened.
His sister and I still talk. They live in this. Oh, this is interesting.
you ended up talking to his sister?
Oh, yeah. His sister still follows me on Instagram. They live together. They both had to move back home. You know, finances, stuff happens. It sucks. They don't even speak to each other. I don't have siblings, so it's so foreign to me, and it makes me so sad when siblings don't have good relationships. But they live together and don't speak.
That's weird.
So weird.
I think a lot of families, though, brothers and sisters, they do get into their lives, and it's no different than your friends. You sort of go, I know that person's got my back. I know if I needed them, I could call them.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, when I call my mom, I go, how are the boys? And
Yeah.
she'll go, oh, Keith's in Hawaii, and your brother Nick is working on a new project, and okay, I'm caught up.
That reminds me,
how
my
many
brother
siblings?
texted me the other day. I need to text him back.
Your brother?
Yeah, like 3 days ago.
How many siblings do you guys both have?
Two younger for me.
Just the one.
So you're the oldest.
Yes.
And do you guys fit into the stereotypical roles of oldest child, youngest?
I don't know all the stereotypes, but in general, like we've got my youngest daughter is the baby in the family, and we baby her, and she is.
And they get away with murder, right?
Oh God, absolutely.
Right. Is that you, Lizzie? I mean, Bob.
Well, we are very far apart in age. He's 8 years older than me. And so we both had very, very different childhoods. So like lots of sibling tendencies and lots of different things. I mean, yes and no. I wouldn't say. I think it works better when you have three.
You do.
3 siblings. Then you are more likely to see the birth order thing.
Oh, I see. I get what you're saying.
I'm all three because I've got multiple personalities. So my parents get a whole barrel full of personalities.
Next story.
Next story? Okay, we can do that.
That was fun, though. I really liked that conversation.
Stephen Colbert apparently humiliated CBS, according to the latest rumors, due to the ongoing drama over the unaired interview with Texas Representative James Tallarico. Have you heard about that?
I did hear that they didn't air an interview that he'd done, and there were political reasons for
Right.
that. I will say, though, I'm not defending CBS.
Right.
But I've
There's
had
precedents.
this happen to me where a company has told you you're fired, which they've told him his show will not be renewed.
Yeah.
And so now he gets to come after them in the way that he
Right.
is. Like, I'm not surprised that he is airing it all and firing shots from his desk or wherever he...
And that's how they roll in radio. They don't let you do. That's why they don't give you
They
a heads
pull
up
you,
whatsoever.
right?
Because there's still that video that is viral. I don't know what station it was, but the woman went off about how she was being fired and all the bad things live on air. It is like notorious, even in not radio circles, but... Yeah, because the rule that they used was that, and it doesn't usually apply to late night hosts, that, any political party, they can be on TV, but they're supposed to give equal airtime to both sides. That's the kind of rule that they're taking into account right now, which hasn't usually been applied. So there is precedence, but that's what he's upset about. An insider reportedly stated that CBS feels like they can't control Colbert anymore as his show's end date approaches.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying.
It's making him nervous.
He's done. Of course he's letting it fly.
Yeah, it's leading to a lot more tension and whatnot. So, I mean, how long does he have? It's going to be a rough couple of months, to say the least.
I would encourage him to have as much fun as he can. And
oh, yeah,
CBS
absolutely.
may have to pull him early, but that's on them to decide what to do. I really think it's cool when a company says, this is the guy we hired. He's doing his show. Let's let him just do his thing. But I do also know, I worked on an AM station in San Diego. Like this, like clusters were kind of new at that time. And we had an AM station, and that whole equal time was a major issue that all of these hosts had to deal with. If you do a show where you're showing one side of the other side can call you out and say, we want equal time on your airwaves. And that's not always what that host or person may want. So I can see why Colbert wouldn't want to deal with the equal time, but he could get called out on it.
Yeah.
Or he is being called out on it, I should say. Anyway, celebrity trash. Do we have an out tag?
An out tag?
None of those today?
No, but I'm enjoying my San Francisco Bay coffee per usual.
It's the first time I remembered to do it, and we don't have one. Damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you being here. We are going to do what?
I'm a lady, and the cussing just, hurt my soul a little bit.
Wait, what cussing?
You said the D word.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
I don't use bad language ever, so it just really shocked me.
News is next. Alice at 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show on Friday morning. We are live. Mason's in for Sarah, who's on vacation back east, and Bob is in the producer seat this morning. We're going to begin this news break with a sponsor tag, and then we'll talk about Bob's Movie Club. This Alice Report is brought to you by Atco Pest Control. Pests on your trees and lawn can cause long-term problems if left untreated. Atco Pest Control provides dependable lawn and tree pest solutions tailored to your needs. Learn more at atcopestcontrol.com. Mention you heard about Atco on Sarah and Vinnie show and get 10% off qualifying lawn and tree services this month. That's atcopestcontrol.com. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So, Bob, I know this is everything's out of order, and that's okay. We're doing the best job we can this week.
We're doing amazing. Stop saying stuff like that.
I can't help it. It feels different, and that feels weird to me.
Do you not think that we're charming and hilarious?
You're wonderful.
You
Absolutely.
just miss Sarah, and it's understandable.
Let's
She's a
go
gem.
to Bob's announcement for our homework for the next movie club.
Okay, so as we all know, it's Oscar season, so I want us to all have a little bit of dog in the fight when we watch the Oscars in mid-March. So we're going to do another Oscars movies. We just did Sinners, and this week we're going to watch Frankenstein with Jacob Elordi. It's been on my list. I just haven't gotten to it yet, and Susan, my partner, has recommended it. So we're going to do that. And one of the biggest benefits of it is that it's on Netflix. Most people, if they have a streaming service, they have Netflix. So it's going to be easy for you to join in. And at the very least, hopefully Jacob Elordi will be hot in it, right? Like they don't make him too gross, I hope.
I don't think that's possible. I think they could have gross snot coming out of his nose. I think,
and I'd want to lick it up.
Yeah, there's nothing that he could do wrong.
Bob,
he's
Sorry.
6'7".
He's so hot.
He's very tall, and you just stop looking at people's facial features after that, and his are good to begin with, so it's a win-win.
So
All
we're
right.
going to watch Frankenstein, and we're going to discuss it 6 a.m. Thursday, March 5th, because we are out next week on vacation.
Okay.
Sorry about it. So you have 2 weeks to do your assignment. Frankenstein on Netflix.
I'm glad. I love Frankenstein, the original and the idea behind it. I don't know where they go with this. There was also a book series I read. I can't think of the guy's name who wrote it, but it was excellent. And it was a
great.
Frankenstein story that just continued, and then it fell off and didn't stay. The level dropped dramatically after a while. But I love this, so I'll watch it, and I look forward to it.
Yay.
Okay, good. We'll begin your news break. Actually, I want to do weather. So clouds today, but the rain has stopped. The drive-in was easy. No wind, no rain, no problem. So hopefully you have the same experience on your way in today. There's a ton of snow, like feet and feet of snow. And if you're headed to the mountains, you're going to score, but you're also probably going to need to put chains on your car. Check all of that before you go. All right. The first story I wanted to mention today was women's Olympic ice hockey. We won. We got a gold medal. That's a big deal.
Not just we, but like we as in the Bay Area.
Oh, what?
Oh, you're talking ice hockey. Sorry. I jumped the gun.
I
Because
agree
we
with
did-
you.
we
The
did
Bay
win-
Area did.
The Bay Area did win another medal too. Sorry.
And women's ice skating.
In ice skating, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
But I didn't have that one. You want to do that story?
No, you can do this one
I don't-
first. Sorry about that.
But if I don't even have her story or name in front of me.
Oh, well, we'll get to her then for
Okay.
sure.
So women's ice hockey, they won the gold. Congratulations. The men are lined up to also, they've made the semifinal and will play Slovakia today. And that'll be, if they can get through this one, they go to the gold medal final. So it's Canada versus Finland in about 1 hour from now. And then United States versus Slovakia at lunchtime today. So go America. This I thought would be fun because Mason has already shared with us some of her dating woes. What's one type of person you will never date again? This is sort of a dating scene, like conversation where there are types of people and sometimes it's not a good fit. That's like the best, nicest way to put it. You know, like someone that you hang with where you just go, it's not a good click for me. So here are some of the things that people say they would never date again. Someone who thinks it's cute to make you angry or jealous.
Ugh.
Pushing your buttons like that is wrong. Like for anyone, male or female, trying to like say, for example, oh, so-and-so at work loves me. I can't keep them off me. They're always asking me. Like, why would you tell your partner that unless you're trying to get a rise out of them? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And at some point it can be kind of emotionally manipulative. Like it might sound like an exaggeration, but that's toxic and abusive.
I feel a sense of rage of you just bringing that up.
Because?
I had an ex. He did so many things that were just a little... They were never super blatant. They were always a little under the radar. And so he would never be like, oh, so-and-so is doing this. But he would like talk about women and how attractive they were. And I would always see his eyes. Brings a little bit.
He's
of
like
rage
looking
right
for
now.
a reaction out of you.
A little bit. And
Ugh.
I gave him one quite often. Although I never like to appear crazy. So I would let it probably stew inside. I like to hide the crazy for as long as possible.
I do think, and this is my own personal feeling about people dating so much later in life, is I do think some of that stuff is best exercised from your person when you're young. You learn how you can't control another person and who they like or what they want to do. And so jealousy is such wasted energy.
And I didn't learn those lessons because I was unattractive and didn't date when I was younger.
Okay, I don't understand.
That I was unattractive?
No,
because my beauty before you now is so awe-inspiring that you're like, I don't see what's possible.
Well, I do think that were you just not dating on purpose, or were you
I didn't have any options to date, Vinny. No one was interested in me.
Don't we all? I don't understand how that's possible.
I was still cool, so don't get me wrong. I still had a killer personality, but I moved around a lot, and so I was quieter.
Oh.
I had RBF because I was so nervous, so I used to like lock my face down, like
Unapproachable.
Joe just looked a little scared. He's the one running our board today.
Hi, Joe.
A little frightening.
Someone who's deeply insecure, so they lie about everything. The insecure thing is another problem that can lead to jealousy, or where are you? What are you doing? Or
It all comes from insecurity. All these crazy behaviors that people exhibit. It's actually crazy.
these are dating types that you would never date again after having been with someone who does these types of things. Someone who's constantly been in back-to-back-to-back relationships.
Serial monogamist.
That is a weird one when you see someone lining up their next while
J-Lo.
they're still with the other person. That is really a problem.
Oh, it's strategic.
I know, but I wouldn't want to be with someone that couldn't just hang by themselves.
Yeah, always looking for the next best thing.
It's
J-Lo. We're talking about you, J-Lo.
She more ping pongs, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone who hates your interests and things you're passionate about. Yeah, you're not a good fit. You shouldn't date that person ever.
What are like the main interests that you need to have in common with someone? For me, I want someone who likes to go out to eat.
Go on.
I don't know why that's amusing.
No, because I do think there's a lot of foodies, and I do think that
Yeah, like
my
what do you mean you
partner
want to
is that-
stay in and cook a casserole?
When I got with Christina, my wife.
Your
but-
current
but-
wife, your first wife.
The only wife I've ever had. I don't know why I say weird. I have trouble talking about it.
Usually that's a joke saying my first wife.
It feels weird to me still,
Okay.
even all
Aw.
these years in. Like to be married. Like
You want to
that.
unpack that?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you want to unpack that?
When we started dating, we would come to the city and we would eat out and we would do all of these fun adventure things and we would just roam around the city most days on the weekend. It was super fun, but it doesn't stay like that once you have kids. That's just the reality.
You should have had gerbils.
We don't go out as much as we once did, and that's just comes with the territory. The aspiring influencer type.
I'm not aspiring. I'm there.
Yeah,
You
you
made
are.
it.
But no, like Cam was saying yesterday that he was seeing or was going to see a girl until he found out that she posted everything on social media. It is something that men are frightened of, especially with women in radio. It doesn't work the same way. Women who see men on there, they're like, oh my God, I want to date him. I mean, he's such a big star. And it does not work the same way for women because guys are worried you're going to talk about them on air. And now that I do social media, I wasn't doing social media, though, when I was dating before. So, but I also would never say anything awful about someone and embarrass them in the moment.
The weird part about what you're saying in my mind is most guys, I would think, don't think there's anything you would say that could hurt them.
Oh, no. I think men kind of know that their behavior is terrible and they don't want to be called out on it on a public forum.
Is that right? You think they know?
No. Well, yes and no. I think they know like not to do certain things and they do it anyway because it's easier because they're children. Oh, I'm getting so heated. And I'm not even dating.
There are a lot of great people out there. You'll find one.
Sure.
And he'll be rich. I'm manifesting.
Oh my God,
you.
I've never dated a rich man in my entire life. I have never dated someone even remotely who's gotten me like a nice present. The nicest present I got was like a $200 watch once, and that was for Christmas.
You know what's weird about that is Sarah's mom has told, I think this is one of Ellie's sayings, it's just as easy to date a rich guy as it is to date a poor guy. But I don't think that's true. Rich guys are not as plentiful.
No, they're not.
They are around here.
True, with tech, there's plenty of money out there, no doubt.
And when I say rich, I don't mean Bill Gates. I don't mean...
You mean, okay, like what level? Are we talking yacht?
Like, no.
Any sort of
no, you don't want all that. Mo money, mo problems.
Oh, I don't want that?
No, that's too much.
But San Francisco rich is also very different than like Pascagoula, Mississippi rich. You know, $200,000 in the Bay is different than $200,000 in Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Pascagoula?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that place.
I get so heated anytime I talk about like rent in this area or Seattle or any major area in New York. And they're like, well, I got a 4-bedroom house in Pascagoula, Mississippi on 8 acres land. Because you live in Pascagoula.
Right. You don't want to live there. Who cares? Like, yeah.
When you go to the Applebee's on your 50th anniversary, like that's a big deal in Pascagoula. Not that there's anything wrong with Applebee's.
This past Christmas, Susan and I's families were giving us crap about, oh, well, you'll never be able to buy a house if you stay in San Francisco. And don't you want a house? And you're wasting so much money on rent. And I said, I'm having the time of my life. Why would I leave? Who cares about money? I want enough money to live and to be comfortable.
Yeah.
But I'm not just like valuing money to this point where I'm going to sacrifice my life to make sure I have more of it.
There's definitely a trade-off, in my opinion, when you get to a city like San Francisco or the Bay Area in general. There's so much to do and so much fun to be had that you absolutely are missing out if you're staying in your house. Like if you don't go out and live it, like that's, for me, California's about the ocean and surfing and having access to that at all times.
Totally.
So I'm absolutely down to pay the rent and deal with the traffic and the commute because I get to live the life that I love it with childlike enthusiasm.
Seriously.
I want to be in the ocean.
It's in your blood. It's in you're from California, right? So
to me, it's worth it. Absolutely.
yeah.
I can see if someone's saying, I don't want to do any of that stuff. I don't go to concerts. I don't go to clubs. I don't go to shows. I just want to live. Well, then don't pay the rent here.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's different here. I did not like LA. I love here. I did not like LA. So there's different parts of California. This is the best.
Well, LA is great if you live in like Santa Monica.
There's
and you
certain
don't have to go to
places,
the east.
Right.
But there's no doubt that is.
There's the people are friendlier here. It's easier to navigate. It's just stunning. I'm just obsessed with this city.
I love it here so much.
Now,
I can't imagine leaving.
800-400-3697 is our number. We think we have access to the text now.
We do. We have some text.
Okay, so let's see what the people are saying. And don't forget, before Bob takes over and does a few texts, Frankenstein starring Jacob Elordi and
the blonde chick.
I can't think of her name, but it's
From Wolf of
Mia
Wall
Goth.
Street.
Mia
Oh,
Goth.
Wrong one.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys have this, but apparently she and Shia have broken up. Yeah. So with
Did
all
you
this,
have that?
No.
Oh.
but we can still talk about it. But it's come out now that he's having
We should
some
have breaking
drama.
news.
We do have one of those
that.
somewhere.
I don't know where it is.
Okay.
So some texts.
Yes.
Just saying, mornings are fun with Mason. She's fun. Sarah, of course, was missed.
I would love for Sarah to be here, and I want to be on with Sarah as well.
That's the dream.
That's the dream.
I think we would run Vinny out of the room, though.
I'll take time off, no problem. No problem.
No, twist my arm. That would be the worst.
I will absolutely do that for you guys.
I've been
cool.
here 11 months, and you have not taken a single day off.
But I will. If that's what you guys would like.
No way.
You're such a team
People
player.
want
I'm
Vinny.
happy to go
Yeah,
surfing.
such a team player.
You guys do your thing. I'd be happy to.
Bob, I'm from Michigan too, and I've been in the Bay for 30 years and would never move back. Sandy. Yeah, I love Michigan. I hope I can have a lake house. That's my dream, is to have a lake house in northern Michigan
I do hear it's beautiful.
and then to live here.
I would like to visit. I don't know if I'd want to live there, but I'd like to visit.
Right. It's just it's so lovely. We announced that Frankenstein is going to be Bob's Movie Club when we come back on Thursday, March 5th at 6 a.m. We're gonna talk about Frankenstein. Someone wrote in, "Hey Vinny, I've been watching videos of the Frankenstein director Guillermo del Toro online, and he saw the original movie as a kid, and he's been wanting to remake the movie his whole life.
Wow.
There are even traces of the Frankenstein story in his Oscar-winning animated Pinocchio movie. Have you seen Pinocchio, Vin?
I haven't seen that one that they're talking about, but
He did Pan's Labyrinth, though, right? With the
He
eyeballs
did.
and the hands.
He did.
During an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, he even shows a picture of his living room, and he has a life-size figure of the Bride and Frankenstein and Frankenstein sculpture hanging on his wall. That's pretty cool. So obviously this is the director of the Frankenstein movie we're going to watch. So he's obviously very passionate about it. That's all I've got.
Okay, I can't find the name of the books that I was talking about, and I will do that and let you know, because the series is super fun until it's not. And he's a very popular author, so it won't take me long to find it. But for now, I believe, we're going to break. Okay, wonderful. We're going to take a quick break. What's coming up in the trash, Mason?
I'm so glad you asked. Tim Gunn was a core part of Project Runway for 19 seasons. So why wasn't he asked back for the new season? And what Heidi Klum told him that makes this even more awkward? That story next on Alice 97.3.
Alice at 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. We are here and broadcasting live and appreciate you being there. Mason's in for Sarah, who's out on vacation, and Bob is in the producer's seat. We got Joe on the board, and we're going to do trash now. Before we get to that, let me just tell you, the clouds will continue. The rain should stop, and we should get a break through the weekend. And if you're going skiing or snowboarding, you're going to score because it is epic in Tahoe. All right, Mason, what's coming up or what do you got for us in the trash?
Well, Celebrity Trash is brought to you by San Francisco Bay Coffee. Big Coffee does their things their way, but San Francisco Bay Coffee is different. By choosing San Francisco Bay Coffee's coffee, you're supporting a family-run business that treats their farmers like family. So buy now on Amazon.
I'm drinking the Fog Chaser. It's delicious.
I love the names of their coffees. I think it's clever. Clever.
So
clever
local.
like a toilet lever. All right, let's get right started, shall we? You ready?
Yes.
All right. Should I keep doing it in this voice? No?
No.
No. All right. That's fair. Tim Gunn says he was not invited to return to the new season of Project Runway, despite expecting to come back alongside Heidi Klum. Did you guys watch this back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
I
Really?
watched it, and we interviewed him, and he was actually
So lucky.
super wonderful and kind of heartbreaking as he talked about being too busy for relationships for the last, and it was like 20-something years since he'd,
Aw.
and it was hard to sort of,
Andy Cohen finds the time.
you're enjoying the most success of your life and too busy to be with anybody.
Wow.
It was really kind of sad, but anyway, I do like him, and I did see those
Make
early
it work.
shows. He was
Make
good.
it work.
Mhm.
Make it work. Avida say. Remember all the catchphrases?
Of course. My favorite season was the one with Christian Siriano.
Yes,
and he
was the best.
He's a major designer now.
Mhm.
I think, is he like basically the only one that's like big?
I don't know. He's definitely the only one I can name off the top of my head.
Fair.
But I still think about that one episode where they had to make stuff out of like candy wrappers.
Oh,
It was so
it was
good.
such a good show.
It was a great
and then when
show.
they got rid of him, even with still some of the other ones, Tim Gunn made that show. I did not want to watch after it wasn't Heidi Klum and Tim Gunn.
So they're relaunching it.
Yes.
Well, they had weird things like it switched networks. I
Yes.
think is in midstream at some point.
Yeah.
Or like a season ended and then it came back on another. So
Yeah,
that's how they
yeah.
lose people. That's that
Uh-huh,
momentum
uh-huh.
thing again that just keeps coming up.
Well, he initially found the rejection devastating, but has come to accept it, stating, "I feel extremely lucky to have had 19 seasons of the show, 16 with Heidi." He confirmed that he was only offered a small cameo in one episode of the new season, which he declined, saying,
Good for him.
as Heidi would say, you're either in or you're out. And I'm out. Oh, I forgot about that one. She initially approached him about returning to the show together, but later found out that he had not been sent a contract. How could you not reboot it without him?
Or at least discuss. I'm assuming they thought he was going to be too expensive, but why they didn't? He acts like they didn't at least have the conversation. That's what confuses me.
I guarantee it's not because of expensive. He's not like that.
Well, then
If
why
you could afford
wouldn't
Heidi
they ask
Klum,
him back?
I don't know. Let's
So
get to the bottom of this.
So you think Heidi doesn't like him?
No. I'm saying Heidi Klum is expensive. So they had a budget for her, I guarantee. And she should have. This is how I feel, though. People who make a lot of money on shows, they should help out the little people. You know what I
Totally.
mean? They should fight. I mean, that's exactly for America's Next Top Model. Bring it back full circle. The Jays, she didn't fight for them. You're Tyra Banks. You can't say, oh, the network. No, you have a lot of pull at that point, and you should have fought for your team members.
Yeah, you're choosing not to.
And that's the same thing when they got rid of the two Jays on America's Next Top Model. Not the same.
Well, there it is. So you either think you've got it in your head enough that you're like, I can carry this thing by myself, and so you're not worried about the teammates. But if you've ever done a show with someone that you didn't enjoy doing a show with, you find out real fast, like, oh man, I would take less money and I would want the team back more than I want to do this by myself, basically. So
Yeah.
you learn the hard way sometimes.
I've done that in radio, kind of, sort of. Like they wanted me to come in on a Saturday. And so I said, I will take less money to pay a board app to come in instead. Hey.
And
They did.
They did.
Yeah. I
That's
was
good.
tired of like coming in not only having one day a week. Sure, I only worked 5 hours a day, but still. You can't go on vacations. You can't do things.
You can't do anything.
Anyway.
So Tim Gunn is a free agent, and maybe
Yes.
they'll offer him his own show. Someone, I mean, not they.
I doubt it at this point. I mean, years later, I doubt it, but whatever. Khloe Kardashian has expressed her desire to give her daughter True a sister, emphasizing the importance of sisterhood. I would assume that if you come from a big family, you would want your child to have siblings. So she discussed the whole idea of having a third child and her marriage plans on her podcast, Chloe in Wonderland, which I've never heard of, unfortunately.
It's new. It's super new.
Okay, it's new. She mentioned her 7-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son, expressing her happiness with her current family dynamic. She is honestly a sweetheart. She's taking care of her, what's his name?
Lamar.
No, not Lamar, the other guy.
Rob?
Rob's her brother.
No, I know. His kid?
No. Well, no, she's just very active in that. But the guy who cheated on her, the other guy who cheated on her. Tristan. He's the
father of the kids, right?
Yes, yeah. He's got a disabled brother.
Oh.
And she helps take care of him big time. And having a disabled child, it takes a very special person to be able to take care of them on a daily basis. That is a lot of work. It takes a very special person. I admire people who do that so much.
Agreed.
So she's, I think, pretty remarkable. And I would imagine. I'm so jealous of the Kardashians to some extent.
Really?
Besides the money, but just like the family dynamic, I always wanted siblings. I used to take photos of myself, like from when I was even younger, and write other people's names on the back of them. I mean, oh, that's my little sister, Mackenzie. Never got one. That sounds psychotic, doesn't it, when I say it?
No, it doesn't.
You know what? Honest to God, this is absolutely our life. We had our first kid. It was really hard on our lifestyle, and I was like, I would never do that again. Once we got our sort of heads around it and found our groove, it became about, should we give our kid a sister so that she's got that bond, especially since we're parents later in life.
That's what I'm very concerned about.
That. And so one of the reasons we had a second kid was so our first kid had a sibling.
Not only are my parents older, and I worry about losing them on the daily, just about, the relationship that I'm going to lose, but I really panic about when they pass. And I realize they're not most likely, knock on wood, not going to go at the same time. But I've had to deal with, when my grandmother passed, going through their house and going through their stuff. And
doing
it's
all that
ordeal.
alone.
It's a process. And to do it by yourself, I dread it.
Yes.
I see that.
But the flip side also, a lot of people have siblings and all sibling relationships are different. Going through that with somebody that you don't get along with,
True,
who you're forced to do it with, who you disagree with on everything,
and I'm not saying that's money and
I'm not saying that's my situation, but I have a dear friend who's gone through something like that, and that can be even worse.
The scenario though that you're talking about isn't the case for them. There are two in the family.
Yeah,
they're
so I'm
siblings.
surprised
so she's talking about a third, not a second.
Right. Well, because she has such a big extended family. They do so much together all the time. They live so close to each other. I think that's cool. You've got like this, I love big holidays, and we don't have them as much anymore. Like Thanksgiving, when it's just my parents and I, that's a Tuesday. It's just like, whatever. All right.
I feel that
later.
Is she saying she's going to see if Tristan will...
I don't know if she wants to have it with Tristan. I mean, that man has embarrassed her so much. I just want to shake her a little bit. I mean, I'm a forgiving person, and she's real forgiving. And the only reason I'm forgiving is because I have horrible memory. I'm like, I know you did something to me, but I just can't remember one. Can't put my finger on it.
I've never been able to hold a grudge. I remember in high school being like, that's it. I'm going to be mad at this person for forever. And I
let
it go.
Things. I do.
It's probably why I'm so happy.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm so bitter?
I don't know. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about myself.
I know. I was just doing some self-reflecting.
We've been doing a lot of that. I love it.
Free therapy is how I look at this. Anyway, Hilary Duff is back touring on her, well, she will be, is back to touring on her The Lucky Me tour after almost 2 decades, but she's got some fears about it, which are pretty valid. She fears her kids will only remember the time they spend with their nanny. She opened up about the worry of touring while leaving her kids with their nanny, expressing guilt about balancing motherhood and performing. And she shared a poignant moment where she reflected on her kids' perspective, saying, they're going to look back at this time and be like, I was sick and my nanny was painting my toes and my mom was downstairs shopping. Okay, well, hopefully you weren't shopping. You were hopefully on stage performing. But despite her concerns, she is preparing for a major pop chapter with her first album in more than a decade, Luck or something is what it's called, set to release on February 20th. Is that today? That's today. Yeah.
Whoa.
And so she's planning for intimate and wider tour dates, which I prefer an intimate, performance over a stadium any
Well,
day.
I love Hillary Duff, but she's not doing stadiums.
That's fair.
She's not doing arena.
That's what I was going to
That's-
ask you.
that's
So
fair.
you do love her. Will you go see her?
Well, I don't know. I
would see her.
I would definitely
I wouldn't
see her.
pay money to see her. I work at a radio station.
I would pay money to see her.
I don't
have
want to spend money on anyone, though.
I haven't thought about. I didn't go in the Ticketmaster queue for the tour. I don't know what that was like. I think the tickets went on sale earlier this week, but I would definitely go see her. I adore Hillary Duff, and I see a lot of myself in her.
Oh.
She's not the most talented person.
I liked her
Out
TV
there.
show. What was the
Younger?
I liked that. I liked her song,
Same.
Let the Rain. Dun, dun,
Yes.
dun, dun, dun. I don't know the words.
Yes, that song's like 25 years old, and
It was on the hills, right?
I don't think she wrote it. But that's okay. I love her.
That's okay.
And I don't have kids, but I feel for her that she's having mom guilt. But up until this point, at least on social media, it seemed like she is the most dedicated mom. She's got 4 adorable kids. She's always hanging out with them, it looks like. So I think, if I were her, I would try and bring them with me on tour, because that is a really cool, unique experience that most kids wouldn't be able to have. John Mulaney, he has 2 kids now, and he brought them on tour with
The
him.
example that I was thinking of is Pink, who has brought her
Yeah.
kids out on tour, and the husband comes and they sort of are together while she tours. I don't know the age of Hillary's kids, so I don't know if that's. I don't know where they are.
Let's
Are
look
they
that up.
babies? Are they?
How old
I think
are-
the oldest one with her first husband is a young teen, maybe 12.
Oh, okay.
Luca's 13, Banks is 7, May is 4, and Towns is 1.
Oh,
I like those
4
names, though.
kids.
They're such good names.
I like that. Luca Cruz Comrie, Banks Violet Bear, Bair, May James Bear, and Towns Meadow Bear. I like the name Towns. Sounds rich.
I don't know if we've seen these tours get announced and then they get scheduled and then the tickets don't sell. And I'm thinking of J-Lo specifically, but there have been others that have gone, maybe we can't do this the way. Katy Perry was one that didn't sell
Yes.
like everyone expected it to.
And Hillary has been very strategic with that in mind, because there's a lot of internet hype for her return to music, but that doesn't necessarily translate to ticket sales. So that's why she started with, I'm assuming, with those small shows she did, like one in LA, a couple in London, a couple in New York, to see if the demand was there.
Right.
And then, like you said, she's doing intimate venues.
Well, she's part of that mom group that went viral, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to be a fly on the wall for that little group chat of
I
what
heard-
was happening, because it was Mandy Moore, Hillary Duff, Ashley Tisdale,
Meghan Trainor.
That's the mom group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Ashley Tisdale's selling the story or wants to sell it. I don't know. It's probably going to end up as a Hallmark movie.
I hear mom groups have a lot of drama.
Of course.
I kind of want to join one.
Well, I don't know about that. I will say this, as having kids and seeing how much you depend on help from friends and other, like if you don't have your family around, your mom group is
Right.
you depend on
it's your
it
tribe.
heavily.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt, like with me, for example, being not only not available in the mornings, but over an hour away from home.
Yeah.
She's got to get help when there's things that have to happen, like a doctor appointment for one kid while the other needs
Right.
a ride to school. This stuff comes up daily. And so your mom group's really important. The fact that they're as catty as they are is kind of surprising to me. I know that people can be.
Does your wife have a mom group?
She does, absolutely. And they rescue each other in times of need all the time.
Yeah.
And really, and sometimes it's just, I want my kid to play with a friend. I just want them to be together and have some time. Like, I can't do it all day.
Well, I've heard of these mom groups too, and I guess just regular female friend groups in general that have joint bank accounts, which I find
I don't know
fascinating.
anything about that.
Would you be okay with your wife putting in money?
Sure.
Sure.
In order
and you
to-
can't touch it?
In order to cover, like,
Dinners out,
expenses and things
vacations.
that
Oh,
are happening?
incidentals with the kids.
No, they're doing like vacations with it.
I don't know anything about
They're
that.
helping each other. Well, I know you don't know anything about it.
No, I mean, I can't say. The way, as you're describing it to me, I don't know why we need a friend group account. But sure.
If one woman is in distress,
I don't know. It sounds to me like somebody is stealing money from their friends. I'm actually with Vinny on this one.
What?
Maybe for like lunch incidentals, you pick the kids up from school, they really want McDonald's, like a little fun for that.
it's like for bigger things, like girl trips and
but
stuff.
you should all be paying for your own way and that kind of stuff.
All right, I guess we're not going to be in a friend group together where we share money.
I don't know.
There goes my
I don't know how
pyramid
many
scheme.
people are doing what you're talking about. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand
right.
it. There's a lot of ways you can cover people, which we do, which is you can PayPal. Oh, you're taking the kids out, or Apple Cash.
Oh, yeah,
Let me put
Venmo.
some money in your account, or Venmo, whatever. So those kinds of things would lead me to say we don't need an account.
Okay, question then. When you guys go out, and this goes for all three of you, Joe as well, when you go out to dinner with a big group, are you someone say, oh, we'll just split it? Or do you go, okay, I only had a cup of soup?
It depends. I would normally pay if I can.
For
I would
everybody?
Just pay for everybody.
Oh.
If I can. If
We need to
I've
go out to
invited
more meals
everybody
together,
out,
Vinny.
if I've invited everybody out and we're all going, then I would probably pay.
Okay.
I don't do that a lot, so it's not like I'm, Daddy Warbucks over here, or that's probably a reference nobody understands.
I get
not-
it,
Are you kidding me?
Annie.
I'm not Rockefeller.
Tomorrow.
Whatever.
The sun will come out.
But I do feel like that whole let's split this and divvy it up, maybe because I'm bad at math, but I just would go, I don't know what
I lost a friend group to that kind of. I mean, it was a bachelorette party, and they were splitting absolutely everything, despite the fact that I didn't drink the entire weekend and left for half of it and wasn't in the main room with everything. And they charged me $2,000 for a weekend. I was livid.
And you broke up with them?
I paid it, and I had a come to Jesus moment with myself, and I said, would they have done that for you? No, they would not have. And that's where I was like, nah, I don't need to be friends with these people anymore.
We are going to celebrate Oakland's Alyssa Liu. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Alyssa Liu and more after these in news on Alice. Alice 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. We are here and live, but we're broadcasting today with Mason from the midday.
That's me.
Yes, it is.
It's me. I'm Mario.
And Bob is in the producer seat, and we got Joe on the board. We're going to do some news for you now. I wanted to start with our sponsor, Flowers Are Nice. Love shows up. The Fremont Bank Foundation supports Bay Area families through housing, food, education, and healthcare year-round. Visit fremontbank.com/giving. Fremont Bank is your news sponsor. Clouds today and through the weekend, but it looks like the rain has stopped. As we look outside the window here in downtown San Francisco, we've got kind of bluish skies overhead.
Blue skies.
Like a little window sliver as we broadcast live from the San Francisco Bay Coffee Studios. Here's what's happening. First, I want to mention the gold medal. Let me find her name. Oakland's Alyssa Liu had announced her retirement from figure skating 4 years ago and had said she was done with this, but then returned, and on Thursday she became the first U.S. women's figure skater to win Olympic gold since Sarah Hughes in 2002.
Nice.
So that is a big deal. She's from Oakland. Congratulations, Alyssa Liu. We also already celebrated women's gold medal in ice hockey, which is a pretty big deal, and the men are in the semifinal round at noon today. I also want to mention the Red Bull Showrun San Francisco. This is going to be, so Bob keeps going F1, and I'm totally into it, but it turns out this is way more than that. So this is an event that Red Bull is putting on tomorrow from 1 to 4 here in the city. It's free. It's open to all ages. This goes back to that living in the big city thing where there's tons of stuff to do. Mm-hmm. Yes, you pay your rent for this kind of stuff. And then there are people who go, I pay so much in rent and I have F1 cars racing down my street. I can't park. It's all part of the big city experience for sure. So tomorrow from 1 to 4, the show includes live F1 car demonstrations, drifting cars, which is that sliding cars around turns, stunts, and more. The free event showcases all of the different cars they've got on the Red Bull team, I guess. But this is tomorrow from 1 to 4, and it's free, so check it out. The location they mention here is Marina Boulevard near the Marina Green here in downtown San Francisco.
Oh, I hope they get good weather because that could just be so beautiful. They've been taking the cars around and doing photo shoots with them. When I was in Alamo Square this weekend, this was when I was first alerted to that F1 was in town. They were taking pictures of one of the cars with the painted ladies.
I saw them doing something else, too. I think I posted a video on my story from some other account of some car flying through the air.
Yeah, they really do fun stuff. Red Bull's a little too much for me. I'm already super hyper. And
you mean literally the drink?
The drink, yeah, literally. But I do love that they pour money into action sports like this, like sort of fringe sports that need the
lifestyle
dough.
brand is what they've done. Pretty good.
They are
smart.
such a cool brand.
How about a fast fact?
Yeah.
Fast fact, Vinny. I love those. You know that.
Arnold Schwarzenegger never blinks during Terminator 2.
What? Say that again?
In the movie Terminator 2, Arnold Schwarzenegger never blinks.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I have to go watch and count.
No, I'm not going to.
Scotland's national animal is the unicorn. It was chosen because of its association with dominance and chivalry, as well as purity and innocence.
When I think unicorns, I don't think dominate.
No. I'm sorry, dominance and innocence
I don't know.
In the same sentence?
I have no idea. I didn't know. I didn't know unicorns and rainbows were such a big thing until I had my daughter. And then it turns out they make, it's not any specific unicorn or any specific rainbow. It's just, there's sheets, there's backpacks, there's shirts, all manner of, and then there's, which I found out later, they put unicorn horns on all kinds of other stuff too. Like we had a puppy corn, and it was a stuffy, and it's a puppy with a unicorn hat,
Horn.
helmet,
Spike?
spike, whatever. Lots of unicorn stuff for youngsters. So it is a very big thing that missed me as, I guess, a boy growing up.
I'm surprised the Loch Ness Monster isn't their national animal. If they're going to go mythical.
Very good point. Next story. The president of Burger King is giving customers his cell phone number so people can complain to him directly.
I have no complaints.
That's so funny.
I love Burger King so much.
You said this, I don't know if it was yesterday or just earlier this week, but I did put that, like I have it
into
in
the
my
Mason
memory.
Reserves.
I remember it, and yet I don't understand what you love about Burger
I'm sorry.
King.
What don't you understand about flame broiled burgers? They are delicious.
So if you go to a fast food joint
Yeah.
and they're all lined up next to each other,
Yeah.
you're going to Burger King
yeah.
first.
Burger King and then McDonald's. And then all the rest of them, I don't really care. I don't get, this might be sacrilegious to say.
Go on.
In and out.
Yeah.
You don't get it.
I don't get it. It's fine. I like it, but I'm not waiting in line for hours.
Well, that is...
Chick-fil-A, we finally got one in Washington years ago, and I got the hype for that. It's like, this is good.
It's so good.
It's so good, but I swear, every Chick-fil-A location, it doesn't matter in what city, what states, there is always a line. Always a line.
So for you, a janky burger is fine as long as you don't have to wait in a line for it.
Why would you say such a hurtful, derogatory thing
I don't
about
get
Burger
the
King?
Burger King thing.
Oh my God.
I also have...
the sesame seed bun with the pickles and the ketchup and the mustard. I get 2 cheeseburgers and a small Coke. Sometimes I'll get a side order of onion rings. They have onion ring socks. Why doesn't McDonald's have onion rings?
I don't know.
It's a travesty is what it is.
Well, the Burger King president has given his number out. I have it here, so I'll pass it on. But guests can now call and text the Burger King president, his name's Tom Curtis, directly to share their personal experiences and feedback.
I like it. Can you share the number with me?
Yeah, it is, hold on.
Let's write this down.
Tom's number, the president of Burger King, is 305 874 0520.
We should call him on air.
We definitely aren't going to do that.
Okay, fine.
I'll
do it in my spare time then.
You should. We don't want no trouble. You have a show after this?
I
do
do.
it in the midday.
Okay, cool.
I am not interested in the trouble that can come from that.
I want to give him compliments. I'm not going to be harassing him. I want to tell him how handsome he is and brave. Just like Vinny.
Maybe he knows that people love his restaurant. I don't actually eat at Burger King. I have a Carl's Jr. near my house. I don't eat there. I have a Jack in the Box near my house. I don't eat there.
Jack in the Box, I love their egg rolls. There's different things, and I like their little tiny tacos. There's different things for different places.
So you've eaten at Jack in the Box in the last year?
Probably not.
Okay.
Maybe.
Almost half of us have hidden online purchases from someone. They say here it's usually a spouse. The top reasons we do it are we spent more than we should have. It was an impulsive or unnecessary purchase. And it's personal and embarrassing. You don't want your partner to know that you needed rash cream or something.
I don't think your partner needs to know every little thing about you. If you want to keep some of that stuff to yourself, go for it.
Mystery. Building a mystery.
Yeah.
I like sharing everything.
Hidden purchases can be scary if the person you're with has a problem with purchasing stuff. Like I've definitely been in a partnership where she didn't have the money to be buying things.
Like a shopaholic.
Shopaholic is exactly right. And I understand that experience where what do they call that? Retail therapy. I do think you can sort of get over a rough week by going out and getting yourself a new shirt that...
Treat yourself.
Yeah. Whatever. I think that can happen.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who has racked up debt and it's been agreed, like you have $4,000 in debt and you do not make enough money to pay that down, we've got to stop and then they start showing up in the trunk of the car. Like those purchases now are being moved.
I thought you meant that was their punishment.
No.
Get out of the trunk.
No. I mean that they're now buying things and keeping them quiet because they can't stop. and don't want you to be mad. But in reality, if you're in a partnership, you cannot go around spending once you're in that situation. So I agree with you, and I don't, is my point.
Like all things, it's a balance. By the way, Vinny, you're really glowing today.
Yeah, you really are. Do you have like a skincare routine?
I'm
being dead serious.
I do not. I use soap. I mean, I use a face soap.
God, it's so unfair that men can just do the bare minimum and just glow. It's not cool.
I don't think of myself as glowing.
She and I both genuinely noticed.
Half of us don't decide if we're drinking alcohol until mid-evening. So it is Friday and you're going to go out tonight. Do you already know you're having drinks tonight?
Yes.
And do you know what drink you will have? Like, do you have it in your head? Like, I really always go for the vodka on ice, no juice, please.
You know, I've recently discovered beer. You know, for a long time, I only drank it because it was cheap in college. I was much more of a vodka girl, taking shots before going out. But recently I discovered, you know, if you have like 1 or 2 beers, you can feel a little light, but you don't feel as bad the next day. I'm getting old. So
calories, though, is the problem with beer.
And also you get full. That's why I also didn't used to like it, because it made you so full. Well, that's because I was drinking 8 in a 4-hour period. That's a lot of liquid.
That certainly was part of my downfall with booze, was when I started to go, I don't want to drink all that beer. I'm going to drink hard alcohol and then I'll have less. And then it really starts to tear you up, I guess you could say. But anyway.
I love, on a crazy night out, a vodka Red Bull.
Ugh, I don't like Red Bull.
Red Bull sugar-free. They usually have it. Ask for it.
I need more sugar. You know that about me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like to have drinks?
Yes, I do.
What's your go-to?
It depends. But if I'm at a nice place, my go-to every time is a whiskey sour with an egg white.
I've never heard of it.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Not specifically.
It kind of tastes like a Orange Julius a little bit, like light. The egg makes it light and frothy.
So they crack an egg, get rid of the yolk, and pour it right into your drink raw.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
No, not like raw like that. It becomes frothy. You would not know that there was an egg in there.
They whip it up, right?
Yeah, they whip it. They whip it real good.
Yeah.
I love that your brain works in song lyrics as well. That's a good happy feeling.
About half of young adults say they enjoy wine for a night out.
Wine, I think I might be allergic to, because I can have a sip and I feel it in my legs. Doesn't mean I don't drink it, don't get me wrong. But like, I literally will feel it in my legs will start to tingle. That's why I love going to church. Communion.
Does other fermented stuff make you tingle?
What?
Does other fermented, like what could you be, because are you allergic to grapes?
No.
Weird.
I don't know what it is. And red wine over white wine.
If it's just the stuff at church, maybe it's the Holy Spirit that's getting you tingly.
No, it's not just at church. But I go through phases where I, like my ex-boyfriend and I used to think it was really funny to drink Rumple Mints, because guys thought it was like a, like an easy drink, that it's a girl's drink. No. You will black out.
Rumplemans.
Uh-huh.
What is it?
Oh, it tastes like mouthwash. It is like
you want
over
that?
100 proof or something. You've never had Rumplements?
Two things. I'm an alcoholic.
Well, I'm not
I don't
saying
drink.
now, but
I know, I don't
I
drink.
would assume as an alcoholic, you got after it back in the day.
But I'm saying I don't have any experience with the egg white in a drink or the Rumplemans. So
Rumplements is 100 proof, 50% ABF, German-style peppermint schnapps known for its intense, cooling mint flavor, often compared to a candy cane. It is like taking a shot of mouthwash. And you think it's like not a big deal. You will black out.
And that's the selling point.
I mean, yes and no. I used to do it. It was not good because I would kind of get in competitions with dudes. I wanted to like prove myself, like I could hang.
You were a pick-me.
I couldn't hang. I mean, I could hang, but like not with a 6'7" dude going drink for drink.
Peppermint
I tried.
schnapps is like one of the on my list of the mistake drinks.
I'm gonna gag thinking about
What
it.
is it?
It's the mistake. You know, you ever have that night where
Oh,
you
right,
had
right.
something
You
to
never have it
excess
again.
and then you go, I could never again. I had that in a Boda bag on a ski trip and I was drinking it while we were skiing.
What?
Yeah, well, I used to like to party and it absolutely ended up being, so I never had it after that again.
Mine's Malibu rum.
Oh yeah.
Or was it Cabana Boy?
Ugh.
Rum.
Yeah.
I don't,
Or maybe a Boone's Farm. I was really into those in the brown paper bag.
what?
Yeah.
What's Boone's Farm? Like
Boone's-
cheap wine?
It's like a Fuzzy Navel Boone's Farm or Strawberry Fields.
I'm not familiar either.
You can get it at the gas station. You guys aren't white trash enough for me.
I don't know all these drinks you're mentioning.
I am
Okay.
either very, very high class. I like foie gras and whiskey sour with an egg white, or I want SpaghettiOs and a Boone's Farm. I am not in between. I am very trashy and very classy.
An enigma.
Mason, everyone.
Yo, yo, yo.
800-400-3697 is the number, and we do have access to text now. If there are some, we'll read them. If not, we'll head to commercials. What do you got, Bob?
For Jack in the Box 75th anniversary, they're selling Jumbo Jack for 75 cents tomorrow through the app. I don't know if somebody who works at Jack in the Box just got me with a free ad, but if you've been craving Jack in the Box, sounds like they got a deal
I gotta
going
find
on.
one. That's the problem. There's not a whole lot of Burger Kings left anymore, nor are there a lot of Jack in the Boxes. It's a travesty.
Jack in the Box is, again, one near my house, but I just read that was voted the worst burger of all the burgers in all the fast food joints.
Jack, like the Baconator?
The Jack in the Box burger
Oh, you
was
hold
voted
your
the
mouth,
worst.
whoever
I'm
said
just-
that.
Well,
just
which
an
one would you
article.
say is the worst?
That's a great question.
Yeah, exactly. I think it is
They're
Jack
all
in the Box.
equally beautiful.
Their
and-
quality is no bueno there. I'm really into chicken sandwiches. Have you guys ever been to Popeyes?
Yes.
Oh my God. What
Amazing.
they're doing at Popeyes is amazing. Really. And the biscuit. Oh my God. But make sure if you order the sandwich combo, a biscuit doesn't come with it. You have to add the biscuit. So make sure you add the biscuit. Mason,
Yes.
people are saying that you might be allergic to the sulfate
Oh.
in wine.
Oh, good to know.
So look into that.
I'm gonna stop. That's funny.
Yeah, I've got like 3 texts about that it's probably the sulfate. And another person who is saying, OMG, Boone's Farm got me through Chico State. Woo.
Yeah. You are my people, Chico State. You're my people.
That is a party school.
That's what
no
I like
doubt.
to hear.
That's the girl that I went out with for a long time who did a lot of things for the plot.
Uh-huh.
As you were telling me yesterday,
Yeah.
that's
Uh-huh.
just she and the one who told me it's a miracle I got out of college without an STD, and I was like, I'm your boyfriend. You don't tell me that.
We should see what she's up to.
I'm sure she's
Let's call
living
her.
her
Yeah.
best. What?
Let's call
Yeah.
Burger King.
Oh my God, that'd be
and
a
then let's
great
call
bit.
her.
Yes.
We're gonna break. What's coming up in the trash, Mason?
So, ex-Prince Andrew was arrested yesterday. I'm going to give you some more details of where he was held, the conditions.
Us at 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Good morning. We are here and live and broadcasting and appreciate you being here with us. We've got Mason coming up with Celebrity Trash, she's in for Sarah, who's on vacation.
Living her best life.
On the East Coast. Clouds and well, mixed. Right now we see blue skies and clouds overhead in downtown San Francisco, but we'll see clouds this weekend, no rain expected, and tons of snow in Tahoe. So if you're headed that way this weekend, man, I am jealous. All right. Mason, what do you got for us?
What time is it? It's 8:05. Well, your celeb trash. Start your weight loss journey with Jumpstart MD. And if you mention radio to get started for only $20 and 26 cents, call 855-JUMPSTART or visit jumpstartmd.com. And I have been using them, by the way. And big fan. All right, so let's get into the trash. Ex-Prince Andrew was arrested on his 66th birthday, by the way, on suspicion of misconduct in public office and was later released under investigation after 11 hours. So I found that interesting, by the way. He's not being arrested for anything related to the Epstein files, which is just infuriating. Was that a word? Nope.
Infuriating.
Yep, that's the word. I keep having strokes lately. Anyway, despite his royal background, he reportedly wasn't given any special treatment during his time in custody, which is exactly what I like to hear. He received just a bed and a toilet in his cell. Prior to his arrest, policing commentator Danny Shaw explained that the former prince could be held for up to 96 hours with multiple extensions required from senior police officers and a magistrate's court. He also clarified that he was placed with only a bed and a toilet in a custody suite, emphasizing no special treatment and that it would be rather uncomfortable for him, which is how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
I think I told you this during a break the other day, but my dad was in the military. He was a submarine captain, and when we were living in Italy, Prince Andrew came to visit. And so,
didn't you say your dad has a picture with him?
Yes, there's a photo of them laughing and having good times. It was prominently displayed in my family's home for years. And then this came out and they're like, we'll put that away.
I've never really been into or understood the fascination with the royals.
Me
so
neither.
I don't really get it. But what does bother me about people who are born into positions where
power.
They've already got money and they've already got power, and I know they don't know any other life. That's the life they've been, raised up in. But the idea that they just, for whatever reason, need more. I need to get over on people. I need more money. I need sex with people that it's illegal to have sex. Like, all that stuff is so sickening.
Because you get desensitized.
Guess.
It's like porn. You get desensitized to that, and the normal things that were exciting for you aren't exciting anymore. And when you have that much money and that much power and people don't say no to you, it is scary. And that's why there shouldn't be billionaires.
Well, I'm glad there's a reckoning right now, because I do think that he's probably shocked that he's had his title taken and that he's having to be treated like a normal person,
I know.
But he's a dirtbag if he was up to the things that we hear he was up to.
Pretty apparent. I mean, the amount of times in the pictures that we've seen so far, I think it's safe to say he's not a casual little listener. Well, some sad news, unfortunately, that I'm sure you've heard about. Eric Dane from Grey's Anatomy passed away yesterday afternoon after a battle with ALS. He was only 53 years old.
And I think he only announced it publicly like a year ago.
In April.
Just last year. And that is a really, I don't know enough about ALS. Maybe that's the normal.
It's one of the most devastating diseases you can have. Our pastor had it and lived across the street from us. And so I remember going over there and just like crying hysterically. I'd never seen someone, and I was in college at the time, so I'd come home and I'd just seen him and he was fine and he was bedridden and it is absolutely devastating. We're so close to, and have found recently, ironically, so many cures to things as of late, cancer related. And that's still obviously a very horrible disease, but this is one that hits you hard and fast and So sad.
When he came out and said, I'm going to have to stop acting, I still didn't think that meant he was on a downward trend in under a year. Like, that just seems really fast. But
well, when you look at Michael J. Fox, who has had Parkinson's for years and has lived with it, I mean, that kind of just shows you the scale of devastation. And I actually, one of the coolest things that I've ever done in radio, because my old boss never let us go to like press junctions and got like cool, movie places, nothing for free. Like my boss just never wanted to do anything like that. So I got one thing and they sent us to San Diego, and it was for the TV show that he was in, The Last Ship. And it was the coolest experience.
Eric Dane was in?
Yes, Eric Dane was in The Last Ship.
It.
And I got, it was like a big, I don't know, a ship. It was literally the ship.
Like a cruise?
No, like a battleship.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a very good show, but it was one of the coolest experiences. And I got to interview him, and he flirted with me, and it made my day.
Oh,
and he was
steamy.
Oh yeah, it made my day. And I thought about, I do have a picture with him, but that would be tacky to post it. R.I.P. I don't know him like that.
But you have it.
I do.
Okay.
And very fond memories. He was very kind to me, and I was very nervous. And
is that tacky? I actually think you should post that.
There's people who say, like, anytime a celebrity dies and you're so quick to be like, R.I.P., here's a photo with me and so-and-so and so-and-so,
I guess I see that, but also aren't we remembering them?
Hearing you, just the way you explain, forget about what other people are saying. Hearing the way you explain that, to me, that's a positive memory of someone who's passed.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't see a reason not to, but...
Which I feel like this is the time where I would like to say, when I pass, I would like you to post my best photos. And I want my funeral, I would like a DJ and a fog machine, and ladies are free before 9. Bring your own beer. BYOB. So there's that. Jennifer Lopez and David Guetta announced their upcoming single, Save Me Tonight, on social media, describing it as a track built for late nights and sweaty dance floors. And I am excited because anything that David Guetta touches, it's a banger.
Yeah.
Is he a producer?
There's so many songs that he's done that, with Sia and I guess early 2000s?
Yeah, he's a major DJ and producer.
French DJ and record producer who sold more than 10 million albums and 65 million singles worldwide. Well, she teamed up with someone who's very successful. It should go well for her.
I hope so.
He did Titanium with Sia. He did Memories with Kid Cudi. He did I'm Good, Blue with BB Rexa. I mean,
I love that song.
I never quite understood, like, initially when those kind of hits first came out. I never understood, like, what a DJ was necessarily, because you're not singing. So why are you getting credit for the song?
Oh, that's funny. I hope you've learned a little bit more about music since then.
Very cutting.
Not that I know that much about it, but I'm just saying.
I wasn't very bright then, and I haven't learned much. Selena Gomez posted some new selfies, and guess what? The internet had some thoughts. Weird.
That's so
strange.
crazy, especially when it comes to her. People usually just let it pass by with no commentary.
I know. She shared new photos of herself showcasing her radiant appearance and gold ring jewelry. And yeah, people, I will say, as much hate as she gets, she also has people defending her. But
why were they
people
hating
come
on
after
her over this?
Because she didn't have makeup on. She's got lupus, and people seem to forget that. That has affected her voice. It has affected her weight. It has affected all sorts of health issues, and people just expect celebrities to look amazing 24/7. And if you don't, it's the vicious cycle of filters and editing of, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't.
So you're saying she posted these pictures and there's no makeup and people are saying she looks ugly?
Some people are making some negative comments about her appearance, as they often come at her for. I mean, you get, what's her name? Megan Fox. People make fun of her thumb all the time because it looks like a toe. She's stunning, but she does have a thumb toe.
I think it's called clubbing.
It is kind of gross. What?
It's called clubbing when your fingers are like that.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. I don't know why I know that.
Well, I just pulled up images of Selena Gomez and every picture looks great. So I'm not seeing this most recent one, but you know what? It is
now
the
look
nature.
up her thumb. Look up Megan Fox's thumb.
It's the nature of the beast if you're a poster though, isn't it? I mean,
Yes.
you deal with that.
It is. I deal with it all the time.
Did you
I
see?
didn't know that I was unattractive in certain ways until the internet informed me.
Don't listen to them.
I don't. I'm stunning and gorgeous and charming and beautiful
Perfect.
and humble. That's some of my best quality. I'm incredibly humble.
I've noticed that about you.
Right? It's like my leading trait.
Did you see Selena Gomez's husband, Benny Blanco, is doing a quote unquote podcast with Lil Dicky?
No.
It's very funny because they're framing it up as a podcast, but it's really like a reality TV show. It reminds me of like Robin Big or the, what was that called? Fantasy Factory, where they're just kind of chilling in a house. So they might be cooking, they might be hanging out on the couch, they might be playing instruments, but they're calling it a podcast.
But it's video
It's
as
video,
well.
yes.
Okay. Well, that seems to be the trend.
I think we're going to see way more of that, especially with Netflix getting into podcasting. I think what they're figuring out is it's really cheap content that people will watch.
It's YouTube.
Yeah.
It's YouTube.
Yes.
We
That's
should be
it.
on Netflix.
Well, and who knows what will happen. But right now,
Ooh.
I do think that when you see like your kids who are glued to YouTube and there's these big stars that they're watching from YouTube, I'm using that term very loosely, but if they have millions of views and they're making big bank, I can see why these podcasts are an obvious and easy transition to tons of viewers and tons of followers.
100%. YouTube is by far the number one streaming platform.
Yeah.
By far.
And you mentioned Benny Blanco. Have you seen the rumors and the accusations that have been thrown against him and Selena for having a lavender marriage? Do you know what a lavender marriage is?
No idea.
So a lavender marriage is when one or both members of the couple are gay and are in hiding.
Okay.
I am down for a lavender marriage, by the way, for the financial benefits
I'm not sure
and
what
friendship and shopping.
I didn't follow that. So you're saying
So
one
they're
of
saying-
the people in the couple is also
and
gay?
or both. That
Are
it's
gay.
not that they're not really in love.
They're with it's like have you heard the term
Marriage of
having a beard?
convenience. Yes, a beard.
Like she's his beard.
yes.
When a man who's secretly gay might have a girlfriend.
I'm familiar, but usually that beard is unknowingly bearding someone. They don't
Sometimes.
know that.
I guess a lavender marriage is an agreement that you might come to.
Okay, a lavender marriage. The official definition is a male-female union, often but not exclusively, of convenience, designed to conceal the same-sex orientation of one or both partners, historically used to escape social, familial, or professional stigma, particularly in Hollywood. These marriages provide legal, financial benefits, and social passing. Modern iterations may involve deep platonic companionship, offering stability while allowing partners to live authentically in private, though they risk emotional, legal, and social complications. I am down for that.
So you're saying they've announced that this is the nature of their wedding?
No, they're being accused of that.
Oh, okay.
It's a rumor. I haven't seen anything
okay.
about it.
I
and
thought
I'm sure
you were
it's not
saying they
true.
were coming out and
No.
saying they had a lavender marriage.
No.
That
All
would
right.
be
Well, that's why I couldn't understand. Like, what are
Why
you
does
saying?
Why do insurance agencies care? Why do green card companies care?
because of the benefit, the
Who
financial
cares?
benefit.
Two people should be
Taxes.
able. Yeah, but I'm just saying,
Taxes,
why
yeah.
should it is you're punished for being single in this country. You're punished. I said it. Stand by that.
I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Please do. Usher was supposed to do a duet with Beyonce at one point. He initially disliked the track My Boo, but eventually recorded it in the early hours of the morning. And Beyonce was supposed to duet with Usher on the song, but Alicia Keys stepped in due to Beyonce's busy schedule. I love hearing about these things that
I do too.
of like, what? So-and-so was supposed to do that song, or so-and-so was supposed to be that lead in the movie, and it just changes things exponentially. Is Miley Cyrus pregnant? Well, rumors have been circulating that she is expecting her first child with her fiancé, Max Morando. There's been a lot of social media speculation. They've been together they met in summer of 2021. Reports of their engagement came in 2024, so I could believe that.
I think she's pretty rad. I realize, like, I didn't watch her through the Hannah years, and I know that she got a little wild there for a minute, but I think she's a great singer. She's doing everything she wants to do. She says, I don't want to tour, so I'm not touring. rad.
She's so cool.
Like, that is a great way to be able to say, I'll do what I want on my time when I want. Good for her. And I hope she does get to be a mom. She'll probably be great at it.
I'd be into that.
I haven't even, the thought of her having a kid has not crossed my mind. I mean, she's Miley Cyrus.
I get angry for her with her relationship with, what was it? Which
Liam.
Hemsworth? Liam. And just how badly he treated her. And that is your reminder that it doesn't matter how beautiful, how successful, how intelligent you are, you can still be cheated on.
Well, and also you were saying how the world is against you if you're single or whatever you said.
It is. You're punished.
But also, we want to know who's punished? Someone in the middle of a divorce. And right now they just yelled amen because divorce, just watching what it does to a couple, watching them fight over the family pet or someone's pension that they had no part of.
Yeah.
Like all these things that you're in an argument of, and then you still got to go to work. Trust me, divorce sucks way more than being single.
I've been divorced.
Oh, you have? I forget. Well, you just don't.
You think every time I've been talking about my marriage, I'm still in it?
Was
So
divorce
what's worse?
fun
We
for
talked
you?
about this yesterday.
What's worse,
You
being
never
single?
listen to me.
You liked it?
Did I like marriage?
No, divorce.
I mean, really?
Was getting divorced worse than being single?
No, it was not.
You think singles the worst thing?
No, I don't think it. I think there's more punishments. Being divorced, it all depends. My divorce was not awful. We went through mediation. I gave him the house. I walked away from the house, which when I look on Zillow, that hurts my soul a little bit.
But when you say you gave him the house, he had to pay you out, right?
No, he did not. Because he had to get the mortgage payment down after I left. So I just walked away from it.
Whoa.
I got the car. We had a brand new Lincoln MKX that was really cool at the time. That got totaled soon afterwards because I was dating a man who decided to take Ambien at the bar that I might have given him. Anyway, I called out after my divorce. I had my downward spiral of shame where my therapist encouraged me to do some dating. So I dated.
Okay.
I dated a drug dealer with neck tattoos, and he crashed my car and told me he did me a favor by crashing my car.
Because
then I got a Range Rover out of it.
Oh, well, that is good.
It was a used Range Rover. It was nice. So,
well, anyway,
divorce was not awful.
I didn't hate being a single human being. I didn't think the world was against me. I do think, though, that
I don't mean you're penalized financially. You got higher taxes. You got higher housing costs. You get to split rent with someone, Bob.
Yeah. Or in my case, not pay it at all.
See? I would not have been able to have gotten into radio if I hadn't been married at the time.
Preach.
Because I had to quit.
Bob is also saying exactly.
When you are
it's
first
affording
getting
you the
started,
luxury.
Yeah.
and they're paying you minimum wage and they're not giving you full hours and you're not getting insurance, you're just starting out.
No, I lived that. I had
Yeah.
dozens of different roommates and different situations that
Right.
you deal with. And
Right.
it's not fun, but
I
it's
would
part
not-
of growing up.
That's how I look at my marriage, though, too. I look at it, I don't regret anything in my life for the most part, especially not my marriage, because I would never have been in radio otherwise. Because I don't think my parents would have been like, yeah, we'll support this dream of being on the radio. So financial disadvantages are huge. And of course, there's the social stigma that's attached to it of, oh, you and your kids. Let me tell you that Linda brings more to the table than most men do, okay?
I don't
happy for
know
you.
how that. I can only speak for myself, and I know I'm a white male, so I realize however that taints this statement. But I just feel like being single wasn't a bummer to me. I didn't hate it. I like whatever negative that you're thinking of. I just felt like, yeah, I'm free to do whatever I
Right.
want, whenever I want. I had to have roommates for a while. I worked my way up, and then I didn't. Then I could live alone. It was good.
Dating is fun, can be fun, and
Right.
it can also be like slamming your head against the wall.
Well, you know what? And look, again, men and women have different experiences, but I was never dating thinking that I hope this is the person that completes me. I never thought that.
You were a good-looking young dude with a good job. You were cool. You were fun. You were
I was
handsome
having
and
fun.
brave
Thank you.
and
That's nice of you
charming.
to say.
And
You really are looking so beautiful today.
Oh
Vinny.
my God.
you had everything.
No.
You were at when you were single, like you were hot and young, probably tan, super in shape, and then you had this great job, and girls were throwing themselves at you.
It was fun, yes.
See,
All right.
it's a little bit different for less attractive people.
I don't believe that that's true about you at all. I don't know
I
who you're
didn't say I
talking
was
to.
a less
well, I
attractive
don't know
person.
who you're talking to then.
All right, what's coming up in the news, Vin?
Science! After these. Allison 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Appreciate you being here with us as we broadcast live from the San Francisco Bay Coffee Studios. I've got news for you here in a second. We've got Mason in for Sarah, who's on vacation. We've got Bob in the producer seat. We've got Joe running the board. So it's a different mix of people this week than even we had earlier. But we're here and we're doing this. This Alice Report is brought to you by San Francisco Bay Coffee. One small sip for a better tomorrow and a way better morning. Available in whole bean, ground, and 1 cup coffee pods at Amazon.com. I am drinking the Fog Chaser version, and it's really good. Weather, clouds with no rain expected, and that's through the weekend. And there is rain in the forecast for midweek next week, but until then, enjoy the dry out. We could use it. Today is National Love Your Pet Day. I know, I don't know the names of your pets. What are your pets' names?
Bennett is my dog, and Linda is the cat.
It's National Love Your Pet Day. Bennett and Linda, hello.
They're listening. They're big fans of you, Vinny. Big fans.
This first story, I can't even pronounce all the names, but the world's best honeymoon trips include a place in California. Are you, Bob, as you get ready and you're planning your wedding for later this year, I believe you said it's October or September? Okay. You have your venue?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And you have your dress?
I do.
And
yeah.
Have you planned your honeymoon?
Yeah, we're going to Oktoberfest with our friends.
In Germany?
Yes.
How romantic.
I can't wait.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we'll probably do something small, just the two of us too, but we haven't planned that yet.
And Mason, you've been married, as we discussed.
Yes.
Did you go on a honeymoon?
I did.
Oh, you said he brought math books to your
Yes.
honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
Where was that?
We went to Europe. So we went to Italy, we went to Paris, we went to Venice.
I haven't been
Rome.
any of those places. Tell me
you
which one was
should.
your favorite.
I love Venice. I've been back a few times, but I would love to go back. On my bucket list now is to go on the what do you call it? Train. The
Orient Express.
Yes, I would like to go on that. It's beautiful. It's an Instagram worthy train.
On this list of best honeymoon locations, they've got the Namibia Desert, Tuscany, Italy, French Riviera, Swiss Alps. So one of the things in the top 10, one of the places is here in California.
No way.
San Diego?
It's not San Diego. It's Big Sur.
Oh.
If you haven't been to Big Sur,
I haven't.
it is truly a jewel. Like, not hidden, but kind of tucked away there and right on the coast.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And I got to go to a place with Christina, who is my wife. But at the time, we were just dating. And in fact, we'd only been dating like 3 or 4 months when we went to this resort in Big Sur. And I swear it doesn't matter if I end up divorced, remarried 3 more times. That one trip to Big Sur with Christina was without a question the raddest thing I've ever done with a partner in my life. Like, we were in the food, the views, just all the stuff that we got to do together was so awesome. And I truly believe if you're planning a honeymoon, consider Big Sur. We went to a place called Post Ranch, but there's a bunch of resorts there that you can go to that, not a bunch, but enough that you could find a place that fits your needs. Big Sur's rad, so consider it.
I love Big Sur. But what I couldn't figure out is there's not like a downtown place.
There's not.
It's just like individual stops along the coast.
And there's some of them are just camping, which I've done a bunch of times, and that is great. But in this particular trip, it was one that, I'll put it this way, we hadn't even said I love you to each other at that point. And after that weekend, it was just flying around like crazy.
Oh, that's when you know, when you're super early in and you're like, we got to go away together. That's when you know it's something special.
Do you?
Yeah, I've seen that happen a million times. If you can make it through traveling together too, and you come out of it even stronger and happier, it's green flags.
Big Sur, everyone. It's at like 8 or 9 on the list of top 10 places in the world to honeymoon. Pretty good. Science stories. Nerd news. I'm looking to Bob. She's not going to find it. It's okay.
You even told me too.
It's
wait,
okay.
Here we go.
Well done. In food news, intermittent fasting has become popular weight loss hack, but a new study found it might not work any better than normal dieting. Although people who do it, if they like it and it works for them, then, so be it, right? In used to be food, oh boy, I don't like that one. In space news, SpaceX rockets are polluting the atmosphere with lithium. The head of NASA ripped on Boeing for their botched Starliner flight that stranded 2 astronauts in space. And NASA said there could be a 15,000 city killer asteroids. I don't want to do that story either because I don't believe that's good news for people to hear. It's like the thing that's not going to happen, but they put it out there. It's like whenever there's little earthquake tremors, they'll go, we're late for the big one.
Right.
And
fear-mongering.
What are you doing? That is not okay.
You don't worry about the big one?
I don't. Do you?
I do.
Well, I would say I, for years, talked about not wanting to move to California because I was afraid of the earthquakes. And then once you get here, it's like anything. You get used to the idea, and it's like, it's probably not going to happen today.
I used to go back to New York all the time because that's where the majority of our family was. And it was the thing on their mind. I don't know how you sleep there in California with those earthquakes. And I'd be like, there are no earthquakes. What are you talking about?
Most of the time, you don't even notice when there is one. So don't worry, Mason.
I'm more concerned like tornadoes and hurricanes. We've lived through a tidal wave in Hawaii. My mom had to grab underwear and me. That's all she got. I don't know why underwear. Amazon wasn't a thing back then. We lived through Hurricane Hugo in Charleston.
Oh.
And
what year was Hugo?
Oh God, I was in 3rd grade.
Oh, you were a kid.
Yeah, I was a kid. And so we drove to Georgia. But yeah, you had tape on your windows, you filled your bathtub up. But nothing was more terrifying than when I lived in Texas recently, in Dallas, which is not, Hurricane Alley. And you hear sirens going off, warning you, and you go hang out in your closet. I was terrified.
Because a tornado watch had gone up.
If you have your roof ripped off, not a whole lot to do.
I have a friend who grew up in Iowa, and he used to tell me about times when they would have tornado alerts, and his dad would send everybody down to the basement, and his dad would stand in the doorway watching he would run for it if he saw it headed towards the house. But he just wanted to know. He couldn't sit down in the basement and just wait. So he's playing with fire, but also I totally get that. I'm not going to sit down there with no windows and just wait to come up and see what's left of our house.
But what if the tornado comes from the other direction and he's facing the wrong way?
Don't ask me. I don't know. I have no idea. I never grew up with that at all. Have you ever been? A tornado actually touched down in Scotts Valley where I live. I think it was last winter.
Oh, dang.
And that's never happened. So it's one of those weird, anomaly kind of things. But it did, in fact, take some trees out and took the middle school, the corner of the roof down because a tree fell on it.
I grew up in Philly on the East Coast, so we had hurricanes, but they were always mostly blown out of proportion. But no, never tornadoes, thankfully.
Did one, when you were in Dallas, did one ever touch down? Or
no,
it was
but
just the warnings?
There had been one because typically they don't drop down in major cities because of science, something. I don't know. I read a lot of things, but I don't retain a lot of things.
Right,
That's
understood. The internet is debating the correct order for showering, and so...
What is the correct order?
Well, they say shampoo, rinse, wash your face, apply conditioner, wash your body, then rinse the conditioner out. Many agree that's not the right order.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
What do you do?
I wash my hair, and then I put conditioner in, and then I will shave my legs, and then I'll shave my other leg, I literally like just spaced out for a second. Sorry. I was like, and then you do that. And then I wash my body, and then I do my face wash, and then I rinse out the conditioner.
It makes sense to put the conditioner on and do other things while
Right.
that's having
Let it
time
cook.
to do its thing. But that's you too?
I don't know what I do in there, you know? It just happens how it happens.
Apparently, a lot of white people don't wash their bodies, and they just let the shampoo from their head go down.
And you say that's specific to white people?
A lot of white people, I mean, you heard about like Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis who were like, yeah, we don't shower that often.
I don't know about them, but I definitely shower at least once a day.
At least.
Yeah, if I work out, I have another shower.
Oh.
You would
Bob,
work out. You would go
How
to
many
yoga.
times do
and
you
have
shower?
No, I definitely shower after I do yoga.
Do you not
Okay.
shower every day?
But no, I don't necessarily shower every day.
You don't?
That's why sometimes I have to wash my feet before I go to bed.
Oh my.
right.
Wait. How many days do you go without showering?
Not very many because I do work out a lot. I
That's
probably
more than
shower
one?
5 times a week.
5.
Yeah. Out of
Okay.
7 days. And I wash my hair maybe 1.5.
White lady. You a white lady.
Do I smell? I don't even wear deodorant.
You don't?
No. Oh, I
Ever.
kind of smell.
You do?
I showered last night and washed my hair. How's it look?
It looks good, but you don't use deodorant.
Not usually, no.
Is there some at your house in your bathroom right now that you just look at and then you go, I won't get smelly, I'm good?
Yeah. I have it for sure. I use
Best
it
of luck
sometimes.
to you when you work with her in the morning.
Do I don't smell.
No. I've never smelled you, and I had one girlfriend that never used deodorant, never sweat, never smelled, didn't even have it
Impressive.
on standby in case
Wow.
she had a job interview or something. She didn't even own it. So I understand that there are people in this world that don't. I would not be doing that. I have I'm the odor police. I absolutely wouldn't want you or anyone else to be all, oh, that guy.
My nose has become a lot more sensitive lately, and I can smell greasy hair.
Like the things they've been eating or
No, like
Their
just
body
like, you know,
smell.
when your hair, like, you're not supposed to wash your hair all the time. I used to do that, and my hair's become so much healthier by not doing it. But I also live and breathe with dry shampoo, and I can smell it. Like my dad, especially, and he washes his hair every day. And my mom said the same thing. Like, there's just a greasy smell if you're not washing your hair. And I've been catching whiffs of it. It smells like GameStop employees. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, not the GameStop employees on their way to work catching
Catching a stray.
strays.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying when I say that, right? Joe knows what I'm saying.
And Joe's laughing and smiling. He likes it. It's a
I
good
don't know
one.
what it is, but like I even caught a whiff of my dirty hair the other day. Like it smells oily, and it's not body odors, it is your hair. And I know a lot of clean people like, oh, no, I'm just like, please get away from me.
Well, I am going through, I have two daughters, and with both of them, I am absolutely always saying, you have to clean your ears. You have to wash your armpits. You have to wash soap in your hands and wash your feet. Like they give me that,
You're so
the
lucky you have
worst.
girls, though. I think I've heard nightmare stories about boys. I told you this is one of my fears. Is teenage and prepubescent boys. They don't want to shower. They're stinky little grody little things.
They are definitely, but I don't know. My daughters aren't they don't want to shower. They don't want to be clean, and they don't want to
It
wash
is
their
time
hairs.
consuming. Washing your hair is an ordeal.
Is it? Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem like it should be that big of a problem.
When you have a lot of it, it takes a long time to dry.
And so you
I
put
have
it
not-
in the
yeah,
towel and
So I washed my hair on Sunday night. I haven't washed my hair since Sunday night.
Ooh,
Wait.
Sunday night.
what day is it?
It's Friday.
So you haven't washed your hair all week.
Nope.
But you just got done telling us you can smell.
That's right. I also said, if you'll recall, that I use dry shampoo.
Okay, so the dry shampoo takes the smell away too, you think?
It takes the smell and it absorbs the oils. If I hadn't been doing mornings this week, I probably would have showered and washed it on yesterday or Wednesday. but I was tired.
But
and
you'll go days without doing it. And
Without
in
washing
between,
my hair.
you use this dry shampoo.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Girls know all the tricks.
Yes,
I've
we do.
definitely seen my daughter with a roll-on thing that looked like and it was because she was rubbing it for the stray hairs when she does a ponytail.
Oh, yeah. Like a stick.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
It's for
but
flyaways, but I sleep with my hair. I put it on top of my head so that it doesn't look flat and bent. I mean, my hair still looks pretty good, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, I'm very envious of how good you are at doing your hair.
Thank you so much.
I suck at that girl stuff, so I don't even try.
I think it's how it's cut though too. Like I've got a lot of layers, so it gives a little bit more like movement.
I have that.
Oh, well then, don't know what to tell you.
our text number is 800-400-3697, and we are live. We're here. I know it sounds different than normal, but we're here, and Bob's got your texts.
Hi, thanks for listening, everybody. Mason went on a Burger King passion speech earlier, soliloquy, if you will. And somebody agreed. I agree with Mason 100% on Burger King. Their flame broiled burgers are the best. Way better than McDonald's burgers.
Thank you so much for understanding.
Also, you got a lot of support about what you said, Mason, about being single and it being harder than being in a relationship. Mason, much like being taxed higher than any state with the exception of Hawaii, living in California and being single is expensive because it's worth it.
Boom.
Somebody else said Mason is 100% correct. Singles pay more taxes, pay more for solo occupancy travel, and cover all of the same bills as couples, but on their own. Mm-hmm. And Vinny dated pre-dating apps, so he doesn't get it.
I didn't yet. That's true.
Yeah. Pussy
Dating apps
boy.
changed the game.
It made it a game.
It did. I don't necessarily think it's a good thing either, because I've dated before and after, and it's there's so many options that it's the next best thing is just around the corner, and I'm not a fan.
Well, I know this. I'm not quick to want to do it. Like, not real quick. I mean, I do want to do it, but I'm not. I'm very nervous about catching something. I also I'm corny. I will like you and then want to hang with you if we do it. So that's kind of.
Ew, you want to hang out with their personalities? Just ew.
It's different than the idea that someone would flip themselves open on Tinder and be like, the first person that says yes, I'm going to their house and we're going to do it. Like, you haven't done that, have you?
No.
Well, I don't know. I'm asking. Have you?
No.
Dudes do that with no standards? Dudes that are into Hot Pockets. They don't even need a living, breathing woman.
Sorry, Cam. That was aimed right at you, pal.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It wasn't, but now I see where, yeah.
Yeah.
Big Sur, the honeymoon location of the world.
Uh-huh.
Such a unique and wonderful place. You didn't mention Valin Cypress, that iconic single California cypress tree on a rocky shore next to the ocean. 17-mile drive and Pebble Beach are also very fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were talking about natural disasters. 408 likes earthquakes because they happen. You either die or you don't. And if you don't, you clean up and move on.
Jeez. Do you guys have an earthquake emergency kit?
At home, you mean?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
We're ready to go. We've got water and we've got a generator and we've got all this stuff just in
I
case.
keep meaning to read that. My problem is I read an article many years ago about the big one, and it's terrifying. Of basically like Washington, Seattle will just fall into the ocean.
One thing that I will say is different now that I'm someone who's coupled up with kids is that I have to think about them.
Right.
And so that's why there's a generator, and that's why there's. To me, as myself, just a single guy, I would be like, I like my chances. I'll be okay. We're going to be fine. I'm not getting any water. I don't need that. And I just didn't worry about it.
Can I do one more text?
Yes.
415 says, just tuned in on your YouTube for the first time. Vinny is looking super hot today. You all look great. Lizzie and SF.
You thought we were full of it. We're not. Oh my God, you're making him black.
Mason?
Your face really is like you look like a little schoolboy.
What's
Giddy.
coming up in the trash?
Okay, fine. Coming up in the trash, William Shatner has an album we can all look forward to. What genre? I'll tell you when we're back.
Alice at 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Good morning. Thanks for being with us today. We have Ed Sheeran tickets to get you qualified for, and then we'll do trash. Our guy Ed Sheeran is coming back to his radio home in America, and of course, Alice has your way in all this week, 9:05, which we're at now, 12:05, 5:05. Listen for the code word. Today, you want to take the code word TICKET, 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 to radioalice.com for your chance to win a pair of tickets to Ed Sheeran on July 25th at Levi Stadium. Take the word TICKET to radioalice.com and listen today at 12:05 and 5:05 for more chances to win. This hour's code word for the Ed Sheeran tickets is TICKET, TICKET, courtesy of Messina Touring Group. Good luck. Real quick before we hand over to Mason with Celebrity Trash, clouds today, but no rain expected. Couple things happening. The Red Bull show, it's not a race, it's a show, is happening here in the city tomorrow from 1 to 4. Should be super fun and really cool, and it's free. I also wanted to mention the Frankenstein is our movie for Bob's Movie Club. We'll do that when we return from vacation. Not next week, but the week after.
Yeah, the 5th.
And Dean Koontz is the writer that did that other Frankenstein book series. Dean Koontz,
Really?
Frankenstein is...
I thought he was known for other things.
He is known for a lot of other things.
Okay.
This was just a
Interesting.
series that I read and got into it. Sarah read it with me, and we both around the same time fell off. It just didn't... After like 3 books, it was just not staying at the same level. We are broadcasting from the San Francisco Bay Coffee and handing it to Mason now with Celebrity Trash. Thank you for the hint.
You're welcome. William Shatner is releasing a music album. Would you like to guess what genre?
Can I just tell you something real fast
Yes.
before you get to that?
Yeah.
Last night, I'm climbing into bed. I know we got one more day together, everybody, and I'm like in bed early. And I go, I'm going to find something that I can just put on and have it on while I relax. And I watched, for some reason, I've never been a Trekkie.
Oh.
I've never really watched any Star Trek, but I put on the first episode of the first version of Star Trek because it was available on demand.
Yeah.
And
he was
I
a
watched-
good-looking guy back in
I
the day.
watched like 3 episodes of Star Trek last night with Spock and the whole team, and they build sets. They're actually on like their sand ground. They're on some planet, and they've built these sets. It's
impressive for the time.
It's such a throwback and was so cool to watch that I think I'm going to keep watching it.
I love that.
Oh.
Both of my parents really love Star Trek.
Have you ever seen it?
I've seen a little bit of all of them, but I really loved the reboot movies with Chris Pine.
Me too. Same.
He was amazing.
I've
in
always
those.
had a crush on Jean-Luc Picard.
That is someone that Sarah has also watched all of those, but I didn't see any of them. And then there I was watching it last night going, wow, this is really cool.
Big
all
fan.
of these scenes are just, there's no tech
I
in
know.
these scenes at all. They're
I mean,
little,
it's 1966.
little blinking lights
Yeah.
amounts for the tech, and then I guess the different costumes, but otherwise...
It's incredible to see how much technology has advanced in terms of makeup and set design, and human beings are pretty incredible.
I just didn't think that would be available, and as I just sort of clicked on this, and then it went season 1, episode 1, and I thought, why not?
If you insist.
I'll do it. So William Shatner of Star Trek fame is doing an album, you
Yes.
say?
What kind of album? Don't look. You keep cheating.
I just saw it.
Oh, I'll guess.
He's constantly cheating and looking off my paper.
Melodic House.
Wow, that was intense. Joe, do you have a guess? No guess. Okay, I'll just tell you then. He is going to be releasing a heavy metal album with covers by bands including Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, and Iron Maiden. It's going to have 35 guest stars, but he hasn't named any of them yet.
William Shatner, I just looked it up because I didn't know for sure, but he is 94 years old.
What? He is not.
He's 94
There's no
years
way.
old. Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. He was born in 1931.
What?
Yes, and he's got a birthday coming up in March, so he goes 95 next month, and he's going to put out a metal album.
He looks incredible.
He does.
And you see that he's a little bit heavier?
But it actually works for him because some elderly people are so frail
yes,
that you go, oh, geez.
This is my cue to pack on the pounds as I age. Less wrinkles. Bones are brittle. Okay, so we can look forward to that.
A metal album from Shatner. Okay.
Yes, and there is all sorts of, what did I do with it? All sorts of TV this weekend to look forward to, which I'm always Googling that on Thursday, actually, of what can I watch this weekend? Friday. Sometimes I get an accent out of nowhere. Don't know where that came from. I apologize. Friday on HBO Max, Dead of Winter, starring Emma Thompson as a widow who goes up north to spread her husband's ashes and stumbles across a kidnapping victim she's determined to rescue despite a brutal Minnesota blizzard. That's going to be available for you. I saw it. It's quite good.
What's it called?
It's called Dead of Winter.
Emma Thompson, superhero.
Oh.
Yeah, love Emma Thompson.
All right.
Friday on Hulu, Watching You. So it's out today. It's an erotic thriller starring Australian actress Aisha D as a woman who discovers that her one-night stand was captured by hidden cameras after someone threatens her with the video footage.
Oh man, I can't watch that.
Did you ever see The Last Thing He Told Me?
No.
It's going to have a second season premiere, and it's on Netflix right now, which is interesting because it started on Apple TV, I believe. On CNN, this might capture your attention, a CNN and Variety town hall event with Timothée Chalamet and Matthew McConaughey. Didn't know they did that kind of thing.
Me either. I wonder Variety, so singing, dancing,
They're
comedy?
big stars.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Yeah, that kind of thing. Sunday at 2:30, we've got the Olympics closing ceremony.
Already?
Yeah, that was fast. What was that, like a week and a half?
I am so bummed that I haven't made time to watch more of the Olympics. I really am behind on any kind. I'll catch up over the next week, but it'll be after the fact.
Right.
Stinks.
Well, I like the fact that you can watch the highlights. That's kind of how I watch Saturday Night Live now. That's how I watch the Grammys. I watch the highlights.
Right.
Yeah. Also, we've got Hollywood Squares is coming back with Drew Barrymore as the center square. They're going to have guest celebrities David Arquette, Whitney Cummings, Tiffany Haddish, Pete Holmes, Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. Okay. Won't be watching that one.
I loved that when I was a kid, and the guy that I loved the most was this comedian named Paul Lynde. And he ended up doing, I think he was the voice of the rat, I think it's Templeton on Charlotte's Web cartoon.
That's that older gentleman.
Yeah. He was great. Like one of the early comedians that I looked at and looked up to because he was always super funny.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Also coming out, we've got, have you been watching A Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
Oh my gosh.
Game of Thrones?
Have I been watching?
Oh, I just got into it. Big fan.
It's
Big fan.
Amazing.
It is?
Yeah.
It is.
I feel like you're tricking.
No, why would I
No,
when have I ever tricked you, first of all?
I'm sure a bunch of times.
And I never revealed it. What fun is that? I'm just,
And it's Game of Thrones.
Got him again.
How do you mess that up?
well,
Don't answer that.
yeah. Don't even get me started on that. But I love that A Night of the Seven Kingdoms has a very different tone. The casting is phenomenal. The main character, Duncan the Tall or Dunk or whatever you want to call him.
He's 6'7".
And the little boy Egg, this little bald boy. Sarah says that she pictures Vinny the whole time she watches it, like with Vinny as a little kid.
That's amazing.
They are so spectacular together. There's only one more episode.
The whole season's about to conclude.
Yeah.
Six
There was only
30-minute
6.
30-minute episodes.
So
Yeah.
it airs, what are you telling us it airs what, this weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
Sunday at 10 p.m.
Bummer.
I highly recommend it.
And I told you already that the season finale for Tell Me Lies was earlier this week, and it was so good, but I want to reiterate that. So lots of good stuff to watch. Also, some cool things you can do in town. There is a heated rivalry party that's going on tonight at the Regency Ballroom. So whether you've been hit with the mass psychosis or you haven't watched a single episode of the HBO series,
Is this the hockey series?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
dance your heart out at this themed party. I feel like Bob is going to be sad she's missing
I
out.
can't believe I'm missing that. You've watched Heated Rivalry?
I've seen parts of it, yes.
How did you not get sucked in?
I'm in a mood right now for thrillers and murders.
You don't want
and-
love.
Not really.
Oh, it's so good.
You love it.
It
is good.
Amazing.
I just have to be in the mood for that kind of thing. Like I have to be in the mood to watch Traitors. I have to be in the mood to watch something lighter. And
I
most of
feel
the time,
that.
I like a heavier. I like murder mysteries.
You're
I
more
like
into the crime.
Yeah.
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 I feel like I steer a little bit more away from that stuff because it upsets me. Feels too realistic.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There's also, we talked about the Red Bull Showdown. There's the Lunar New Year concert with pianist Yang Bao and violinist Nancy Zhao, who joins forces for a special year of the Fire Horse performance. That's at the St. Regis, San Francisco. So you've got lots of eclectic events to hit you with all sorts of different,
Vibes?
Yes, different.
When in doubt,
You know what I'm
vibes.
saying.
Let me ask you guys a quick question. I know you have more stories, but I wanted to just ask you if you know of, because this is brought to me by my daughter, who's like, Dad, have you met Freya Sky yet?
Why do I know that name?
Who the hell? And she goes, she's only the biggest star going right now. And I was like, Freya Sky is the biggest star going right now. Yes, among the kids, Freya Sky. Bob's looking her up, and I am seeing no recognition whatsoever
I've
in the room.
heard that name before. I have.
Oh,
because I'm very hip and
16.
cool.
She's a kid, but she's a big star with the kids right now,
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess.
She's from the United
1.4 million
Kingdom.
followers
Is that
on
right?
Instagram.
Oh.
Looks like
Freya
she's going
Sky.
on tour.
Well, I'm turning you on to somebody. She might be the next Taylor Swift.
She's adorable. Way to be ahead of the curve, Vin.
I thought maybe you would be like, you've never heard of Freya Sky.
No, it seems like it's for the teens.
Okay.
She's from the Zombies franchise.
Do you know that?
It's like a teeny show.
Dove Cameron was also, I believe, on that show,
like-
and she's a big star.
I like
Yes.
her. Yeah.
Love her.
Okay, sorry.
Spain is looking for 10,000 volunteers to drink wine every day for 4 years. How will they find someone to do that?
Sounds like a good gig.
Too bad you're allergic.
Yeah, well, that's not going to stop me. Come now. It's for science. It's a major clinical trial in Spain, and it's finally tackling the question, is moderate alcohol consumption good or bad for your health? The study is going to follow 10,000 adults over 4 years, making it the largest randomized alcohol study ever conducted. I'm sorry, that sounds amazing.
I think there are lots of people who, and I see them. I know it's most of you out there hearing this are a person who can get a drink and enjoy it without chugging it and ordering 3 more right behind that one. So in general, I think most people handle their booze just fine. And I don't necessarily see how that could be a bad thing.
My hangovers are the only thing that really keep me back from letting loose.
Going harder.
They've always been bad, but as I get older, just bad, worse. Mark your calendars for September, and if you haven't found love by then, book a flight to Ireland. They have a festival every year, every September. The town of Lisdoonvarna hosts Europe's largest match. I'm sure I butchered it. Lisdoonvarna.
I'm laughing because how many times has that happened to me? 100 million. When I get to the word and go, why didn't I look this up? All right, well, it's on me.
Lisdoonvarna.
Do the best I can with it.
They host Europe's largest matchmaking festival, drawing 60,000 people for a month of music, dancing, and face-to-face introductions.
Sounds fun.
I kind of want to do it.
It
They
would
have
be
got about
good.
60,000 attendees. I got to find somebody in 60,000 people, right?
There's
right?
definitely stuff you go do just for your what do you call it? A social media business.
Right. Content.
You could go do that.
Yeah, I could. Sure would need some money for that.
Oh,
Do you
right.
think the company would be like, hey, it's content. Do you think I can?
No, I don't.
No, I can't expense that? Okay.
But do you think there are a lot of people out there who have probably a desire to be where you're at on social media, but go into it spending too much and find themselves bankrupt before they ever get the following they wanted?
Maybe. You definitely don't need to spend a lot of money. Although I've been trying to do more like outfit of the day stuff so that I can get more money. You need to post more ads so that you get more ads. So I apologize if I'm overtly selling stuff online sometimes. This hair product is great. So is this one. So is this one.
Get your bag.
I will. I've told people I've been looking forward to selling out since day one.
You got to pay the bills.
I do.
And I'll tell you something that's always upsetting is when someone sees your post and then they feel like, oh, well, that's lame. I have to say something, but just keep scrolling. I don't get it. I don't know what the attack dog in people. They feel like they've got to let you know.
I get really angry for other people, especially I don't understand the rage that people feel and the need to leave nasty comments for people who are overweight. If they're at the gym, they're leaving nasty comments. If, trying to do something about it, if they're just living their life and wear an outfit they feel cute in, to take the time out of your day to leave a nasty, horrible comment for a complete stranger.
I don't get that either.
I always
I've
write,
never done it.
you happy, successful people don't do that. And I don't understand the rage that it comes because it doesn't impact your life in the slightest. How does them being overweight affect you? Why do you care?
I don't know if it's part of this, the online sort of life where you're just out there hitting people right and left and doing all this is part of what you do. I have a friend who sat down one time, came to visit me, put his laptop down as the evening had come on and we were just eating dinner or whatever. And he opens his laptop and he goes into, this was old, this is an old story, goes into a chat room and he goes, watch this. My dog died today. And I'm like, you don't have a dog. Why are you posting that? And he's going, watch. And then people start writing, oh, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. And he starts telling a story about this dog that he doesn't have. And it's one of those things where he's entertaining himself. And he's watching all the people sort of circle around it. And I don't get it. But it's the same thing that happens on Instagram when people post whatever. Or those like sort of, they're murky. You don't know exactly what they're saying. Like, I can't believe someone would say that. And you're like, what? Who did it? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But online life is its own thing.
It is. One of my most viral videos is one where I said, I'm never going to apologize. I'm not sorry. That's basically all I said. And it went incredibly viral.
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Mason on the mic, if you want to see what we're talking about. She's got a really big following on TikTok, Instagram, and actually you have all of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to break and come back with a little bit of news, but mostly we're just going to wrap up. And my two partners here they're packed and ready to head to the airport. So it's crazy. It would give me hives to leave with my suitcase for the day.
It only gave me hives the time where I was doing it, but I accidentally left my suitcase in the Waymo on my way
to
the studio. That's
the only reason I won't take Waymo to the airport. I want someone to help me with my bags.
I respect that.
News after these on Alice. Alice 97.3, Sarah and Vinnie, Alice's morning show. Well, it has been a week. There's been some stuff going on here behind the scenes that you'll never know about. But
That's so rude of you to say that.
I'm saying we rose above it. I appreciate every single one of the people that are here.
We were held hostage. I'll just tell people.
You did a great job. Joe, you did a great job. Bob, incredible. And don't forget Bob's movie club. The assignment for our next installment is Frankenstein, the movie starring Jacob Elordi. And Mason, thank you so much. I know you already have your own show, and we appreciate you being here to fill in for Sarah.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And I miss Sarah too, so I can't wait for her. I mean, she's one of a kind. She was definitely missed.
Super fun though, hanging out with you. So thank you so much. Okay, coming up this sort of weekend. Don't forget the F1 Red Bull event, which is tomorrow from 1 to 4. And
take pictures, take video, and tag us, please, because I want to see them.
It does sound like it's going to be a really cool
Super
event.
Cool. I'm mad.
And the snow is so good, and I'm seeing pictures now where there's some sun coming out in different places. So it could be all-time conditions this weekend. I hope you have a blast. That's about it from us. So we're going to go, and more music on the way after these.